All right, Lauren, what do you got?
Getty Lee says Neil Peart has paid him a visit. Suspect arrested at Kim Kardashian's home. A big congrats to John Hamm and the best sequels. I got a list.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And think about this through the break. Bands with the biggest second album fall off. We'll chop it up next. Stay there. Hey! Hey-oh! Uh-oh. Things don't sound right.
Ayo.
Ayo. Okay, now it sounds right.
You sound like Jonathan.
Why do people touch things here and don't put things back?
There's more people that work here than you.
Dang.
Are you kidding?
Hi, I'm back.
Dang.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
I am. Calm down. What's wrong with your face?
That
I don't know. What's wrong with my face?
Follow-up.
Tell me what's
wrong with my
to
face?
you. Did I not look at you when I got in today? Was this here the whole time?
The Band-Aid under my eye? Why don't you just make something up? What happened? Why am I rocking a Band-Aid under my right eye?
You were shaven under your eyeball.
Okay.
Your beard grew up there.
You Nelly?
My beard grew up there. Okay, it's Timu Nelly. No.
Mm-hmm. Timu Nelly.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's bringing back the Nelly thing.
I think it's so
sweet,
tight.
Go ahead. Let's make up a story.
Okay.
Go ahead. So then I can
You
make
have a
it feel
zit under
bad.
there. This is like a old bro starry patch. You didn't want to put the star on your face, so you put a little Band-Aid, little
Okay.
baby
It was a zit
Band-Aid.
that he let me pop.
Good. Okay.
Little
He knows that I
PAB
love
Band-Aid. Yeah.
Maybe Rafe beat me yesterday.
Oh, no.
I think about it often.
What else?
Well, it wasn't on there yesterday. I watched the pod.
Hey, this is proof, by the way.
Something happened to me
Amelia.
in
What did
between
Amelia do?
leaving the show here at 10 and this morning.
You got in a fight with that cat that goes in your garage.
No.
Good
no.
call.
Oh, yeah. Good call, though.
Thank you.
Good call. No. Skin cancer.
Melanoma?
Wah, wah, wah,
Oh.
Don't joke
Now
about
don't
the
you feel bad.
Was
Hit
it
the
really
gauge drop.
melanoma?
I went to the dermatologist yesterday.
And?
And with the hopes of just having a skin tag removed from my eye,
Yeah.
underneath my eye, which has been something I've had for quite a while. And I'm like, all right, it's enough. Enough of this. My wife had already had a dermatological appointment scheduled.
My
So
wife.
my wife. So let me hop on. Let me hop on that appointment with you, babe.
Nice.
She goes, yes.
Couple goals.
So went to the dermatologist, and my wife had her body looked over. Everything's right.
Good.
She had a little wart on her finger. She had to get frozen off. That was
Touched a
about
frog.
it.
No big deal.
That was it.
So hot.
Then I said to the dermatologist, hey, why don't you take a look at removing these two little skin tags over here?
Yeah.
So, and you've been to the dermatologist.
Yeah, I had skin tags removed from my armpits.
Right, no
earlier in
big
the year.
deal, right?
No big deal.
No
they
big
just
deal.
freeze it a little bit,
Right.
and then it's
they do
gone.
a little. They have
They
that.
shave it off.
They have that
Dry ice or whatever.
dry ice, whatever it
And they
is.
send it off to Harbo so they can turn it into gummy bears.
That's right.
Gummy bears.
That's where gummies are.
Oh God! I thought that was foreskin.
I think it's a mix.
Come on.
That
That
is
was
the
horse
worst.
hooves.
Come on.
Come on,
Why
let's
do you
get
gotta
back.
bring?
Let's get back to the happy
Why you
stuff.
got to bring that up?
Ugh. Anyway.
So, and you know, they take those like magnifying glasses and kind of look really close at the, whatever the thing you were to get removed. Mm-hmm. So she comes over to my eye and she's got the little magnifying glass and she goes,
Oh no!
What?
"Ooh,
See Peter Griffin.
that is not a skin tag." I go, "Oh, what is it, Doc?" She goes, "Well,
It's a tick.
she goes, looks like it's, we're going to use the small C, not the big C. Not the big cancer, the small, not a big deal."
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, you thought something else?
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
So,
Makes more
she's like,
sense.
we got to slice it off and we got to send it in for a biopsy, but we're pretty,
Did you tell her we're on YouTube? We can't be having face problems.
Well, and she goes, do you have anything coming up this week? And I go, yeah.
Got a big concert. Got a big
I go,
birthday
yeah,
party.
Big birthday party
What's
at
it
Del Mar
look like
Hall.
under there? You just got a
last
little.
week of the best year
Oh,
of
no,
your
she
life.
had so she had to put a needle in. Oh, this was totally unexpected yesterday. I thought
Ew.
I thought I was going to get a little. I even said to the fellas, "Hey, I'm going to the dermatologist to get a
The spruce.
Little Botox.
to get skin tag removed." And Moon goes, "Oh, let me know how it goes because I got something I want to get removed."
Yeah.
Nah, not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
Learned our lesson. The less we know, the happier we'll be.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that.
So she's got to numb my face up So she got that big-ass needle.
Nom, 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 nom.
That's got to go near my eye.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole side of my face got numbed up, and she took a scalpel and...
I need to know why, because I have a skin tag too. I was talking about this over the weekend, actually. It's small, but I do want to get it removed eventually under my eye, under my right eye, similar to you. So what, was it darker? Like what made it the little C?
Could you see? Oh yeah, that's a good.
I guess when she looked through the magnifying glass, it's the positioning of the blood vessels.
I see. Okay.
Like the way it looked under...
Got to
Under
go
the
every
thing.
year, guys. Dermatologist every freaking year. Get your stuff looked at. All of it.
even if it is something, it's not a big deal. You know, you got to go to what I think she called an oncology plastic surgeon. Take it out.
The chat is asking if you screamed, how long do I have left?
Would I be
Dang.
considered a cancer survivor? Honestly, good.
Oh,
Let's
God.
stop this. We can't have you dealing with
Here we
that.
go.
We've been through enough.
What color ribbon
As a-
should we wear?
And the answer is yes.
What color ribbon will we wear for you?
You have skin tag cancer. This
Everybody
sucks.
wears a little round Band-Aid right here.
Under your eye.
All right, but yeah, we should in solidarity.
Actually, yeah.
No, so it's not a big deal. But I got this stupid Band-Aid I got to wear.
Do you want me to bring in some smaller things? so
I'm
you don't
gonna go.
have
I
to-
gotta go to the Walgreens after and buy something. This
Have
is
your
the one-
daughter help you get.
This is the one they gave me.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it's from
dude.
yesterday.
That's what
No,
we should
I had to take it off this morning.
Wash
and-
your face.
Anybody coming to the pre-party or the concert, wear a Band-Aid in solidarity.
Yes.
This will
Yeah, instead of a
we'll fill the
bracelet.
place.
That'll be awesome.
no.
Every picture. Yeah, that'll
Well,
be
I
good.
hope
Hey.
everything's okay.
This does go to
It'll be
show.
fun.
This does go to show that none of us really even look at each other in the hours of prep that go on before the show. We don't really even look at each other's eyes until the show
No.
starts.
I don't
And
like
this,
it
and
that
this
way.
is
We're just
proof.
back to back in the morning. We're like,
This
don't
No,
is
it's-
proof. You
fine.
said,
And again-
what happened to your face?
And again, it's not a big deal, even if it is what it is, and it's confirmed by the by the lab.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Okay.
Not worried.
If you need a skin graft, I'll give you some of my skin.
Oh, thank you so much.
Love you,
Really
buddy.
appreciate that.
The
You're
one
welcome.
time that I went to, and maybe this will make you
Oh.
feel better too. The one time that I went to a dermatologist, this was like 15-something years ago. I don't even remember what I was there for. But, they do the body check. They do like the, head-to-toe body check. And I
Yeah,
was
look at all
like,
your
I
moles.
was like, yeah, cool, okay, whatever. And she goes, well, you got this freckle mole thing on your back of your calf. And I was like, yeah, that's been there my whole life. And she's like, well, I'm going to take a look at it. And she left out of the room, and I thought, if she comes in here and cuts this thing out, I think that they're just so used to cutting things off of people
Yeah.
that if you look okay, they're going to find something that they want to cut off
Oh
and
yeah,
send to the lab.
This dermatologist, she was a specialist in some certain thing for a long time, and she had to cut things off people.
Yeah. It's
And I go, what was that? What was that like? She goes, well, a lot of these old people are on blood thinners.
Oh, jeez.
And man, she would slice
A
something
murder
off
scene.
and it would bleed and bleed. Oh, yes, basal cell carcinoma.
Yeah.
Basil?
Hello,
Basil.
Basil.
Basil?
I feel like
I'm
they're-
Italian. Of course I got basal cell carcinoma.
You got garlic
Am I right?
carcinoma.
I thought I said the Band-Aid was just garlic got in your eye or something.
Oh.
The skin tag probably looked like a little minced
That is
garlic,
not-
though.
There's
Over
been
the line.
4 separate random day phone calls where I've called you and you've been chopping garlic in the last week.
That is true.
So the fact that you got mad the 4th time that you're like, when I was like, what are you doing? You're like, I don't want to tell you.
That
And
is
I go,
true.
Why? Are you
He's
chopping?
called me
He
the last
goes-
4 times. I'm like,
He goes, I am actually
this
chopping
garlic's not gonna
garlic.
chop
actually
itself.
chopping garlic right now. And you know what? He
time.
called me yesterday, and what was I doing? I was cutting up zucchini. Of course I was.
Yes.
I was like, well,
We're having primavera.
Somebody says the better your insurance, the more they will cut and send to the lab. That's not bad. I mean, that's not a bad theory.
Well, it's like an open wound. It's like, and I got to keep it moist.
Oh, God. Your household has to be.
I got to keep the
You're
wound
milking
moist.
oh, here, I'll
Keep it moist.
on the breaks. I'll lick my finger and dab it for you because I care about you, man.
Well, you got to keep it moist.
Because they don't want it to really scab over. It's a whole thing. I got all
wow.
instructions.
Okay.
I got
Sounds
Aquaphor in my
like,
pocket.
Sounds like Big Lube.
Big
It
Luke's
does.
coming out.
Keep
Big
the
Lube's
wound
got their
wound.
fingers in the medical industrial complex.
I got to keep the wound wet.
Yeah, you need to keep it wet, and here's something we'll sell you to do that.
Yeah.
clinic.
no, it was free.
We are uncovering.
It was free.
Girl.
Keep that wound wet.
Nothing's really free.
Girl,
And the show's
I'm gonna
sponsored by Aquaphor.
Yeah.
At least it's pocket size.
Yeah, it's a pocket-sized Aquaphor.
Oh, how
Clean up
lovely.
on aisle 6.
Hey, Scott, get ready, man, because you're gonna be elbow deep in Aquaphor.
All right.
Remember
is that?
Aquaphor with the kids with the diaper rash?
Oh, okay.
Honestly, no, I don't. And how would
What's
you
an
remember? You never
Aquaphor?
changed diapers
I
in
was
your
around.
He saw it in the diaper
I
bag.
know I had to go out and buy it.
Good for you.
Aquaphor.
No, Scott asked a good question, by the way, and you brought this up before the show. When your kids were born, did you learn CPR?
Yeah. What did you guys, were you worried about that stuff or did you even think about it?
Yeah, always worried about that stuff. I think,
I did not.
I've been steady doing it since the 90s.
You've been steadily doing CPR since the 90s?
No, having kids.
Oh, okay.
So, I felt I was always kind of up on it. I think, didn't one of those early classes, didn't they like kind of side it with an infant CPR? Not like a full CPR. You're not getting your card. You're not getting
Yeah.
approved. But they did like a class. Did you ever do one of the breathing classes? Like the
We
Lamaze
went once,
classes?
and I'm not going back.
I want to say somewhere in there they
Not
like
for
taught you
me.
some infant CPR stuff.
We went to some before Sam was born. We went to some class.
Like a Lamaze?
It wasn't even. It wasn't like. It was like It was at a college.
It was like a
and
birthing class.
It was like a birthing class, and I go, nope, no more of this.
Well, of course.
I just wondered, do you think fire departments teach infant CPR and all that stuff? Or is
Yeah,
it,
dude, those classes are happening all the time. For
I'm sure-
certification and just for education.
Because I need to take my car seat over there too to have the firemen teach me.
Well, you can't just go there and go teach me CPR.
Well, I was gonna say, how do you get that? I don't know. I guess
Listen, I'm sure a listener out there, please contact Scott.
We have been offered as a show to do a CPR. We talked about CPR about a year ago.
Too much responsibility.
Yeah, Scott and I are always trying to
Yeah.
like have some sort of safety course that we take.
Remember, I'm the runaway guy. If I know CPR, I'm going to have to stay.
Yeah, you're gonna run away going, I didn't take the class.
I gotta go.
I
Not
don't-
my
yeah.
I didn't
problem.
take the class.
You
Here's
look
some
at somebody
Aquaphor.
It's
joking.
called
Not my
culpable
problem.
deniability. I
Sorry,
can't.
I'm not educated.
They'll probably have it at the hospital, man. I took it when my son was born, like the kind where for dislodging like a baby, because it's different.
Yeah.
You got to flip them over and hold their face and like.
Well, that's.
But you got time.
No, that's for dislodging food. He's talking straight up CPR.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the whole class was like that. It was like
Okay.
how to like do CPR for a baby, like how to dislodge stuff
yeah,
for like
yeah, yeah. Well,
a toddler, all that jazz.
we were at Three Kings in De Pere. Is that still open?
Yeah, I think so.
Ironies? Or no, De Pere,
De Pere.
off of Manchester.
Yeah,
Was that the one that? No, it was the
No, that was
Delmar.
the Delmar one.
That burned.
Three Kings in De
I think
Pere.
it's still there. Yeah. By
Went
Michael's.
there. We went there for, it was either Father's Day or Mother's Day, and Sam was, a couple months old, and he was choking on a piece of bacon. And he was sitting next to me. He turned the color. Like he was not. Meals started freaking out. The hero that I am.
Wow.
No class needed, Scott.
All right, I like
Instinct.
this.
Dad instinct kicked in.
Mobat, big
Papa
dog.
Bear.
Held that kid upside down, swung him around, dislodged that bacon.
Western
good.
You just
CPR, right on.
swung him like
Yeah, I
this.
swung him over my head.
Like a lasso.
Good for you.
Like a cartoon cat.
Yep.
I've looked up CPR on a cat
Went back
before.
to eating my omelet. Of course you did.
I gotta know.
CPR on a cat?
Yeah, man, they choke too. These dudes are housing their food when I'm at home. They're just like, so
Yeah, but they cough up like fur balls and stuff.
yeah, they're always vomiting.
Watch
Watch out.
And they make that
I'm
sound.
giving mouth to mouth to my cat. What? Give me the
You
hairball.
learned CPR for your cat?
I looked it up once.
Like chest compressions?
Yeah, like there's a certain way you're supposed to do it. Like, and I'm now whenever, because Clover has like breathing problems sometimes. And I have to like knock her on the side, like her little lungs. I got to get on her little cat lungs.
Where do you?
She's got COPD.
To be honest with you, I don't even want to talk about it because I don't remember what I looked up. But yeah,
Where does the like? Where do you?
you have to stand them up. You gotta
Where do you do the compressions?
like in their belly, and then their lungs are on their bottom side. So you gotta like,
Yeah, but CPR is
side.
getting the heart going.
yeah, I can't do that. I haven't had to do that.
Okay.
To be honest, I looked it up once, and then I was like, I
How-
don't ever
I'm
have
out.
to do
How
this.
old was he at this point?
Sam?
Yeah.
4 months.
No, he was.
Should have been feeding him bacon to begin with.
Yeah, I
That
was
was
gonna say,
part of
like,
the problem.
Less than a year. They're not even supposed to have honey or strawberries.
Maybe a year old. I don't know. He was in a high chair. He was in a high chair.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So what a year
We'll
old?
say
I don't
two. We'll say 2, just so you don't seem crazy.
I don't know. I don't keep track of these
Yeah,
things.
what age do you give your child a piece of bacon?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they don't
When they
even,
have teeth.
they're not even
When
allowed to
you
have like
cut the cord.
strawberries.
When you cut the umbilical cord, you lay a piece of
Welcome to Earth.
you lay a piece of hickory thick cut bacon right on their tongue, like
Welcome
a little
to
like a
Missouri.
communion wafer, and be like, "You are Shelbina's finest."
Yeah, we had a pound of bacon on standby, already cooked.
Yeah, welcome to Missouri. Here's bacon and a funnel cake.
Scott, you can go to
Scott's
Mobap.
Scott's on the phone. I
Scott?
think he's
Oh.
talking to
Okay, I didn't
somebody
realize.
willing to give CPR lessons.
Community
which is nice.
colleges.
Oh.
There's a firefighter reaching out. They did say somebody was saying that they were a nurse and they used to do like a course for choking and infant CPR and all that kind of stuff.
New parent lifesaver.
Yeah, new parents.
636. Who the F gives a couple months old bacon? This great father.
This American father.
I don't know how old he was. How old is he now? I don't
It's
know.
not making a better case for your father skills. Be like, I don't know how old he was. I wasn't keeping track of his
I don't know.
age.
He's 17 now.
It's probably chewy fat bacon too, so it was hanging down. It's hard to chew it up.
I don't know. Scott's intently listening on the
He
phone.
really is. I think he's getting in class right now. He's
Is he?
in class.
There's
There's
a-
lots of
Going on?
places.
Is there
on the
something we
phone.
could? Okay.
I don't know. I looked it up. It's Mobap, CPR St. Louis, Mercy Hospital, Midwest CPR. There's tons of new parent CPR, newborn CPR classes. So he's good.
Scott is on the phone right now.
Hey! Thumbs up.
Put it on hold.
Just hang up.
Put it on hold.
Hang up.
Come on.
Who you talk?
We're working here.
Is that the mayor?
It's a fireman.
Well, does he want to come on the air and talk?
Yes.
fireman.
Let's get him on air.
For God's sakes, we're doing a radio
Dude,
show.
he's over there like he's
You're
talking
having
to
your
his
own personal
friend
conversation.
he hasn't talked
He
to in
just-
15 years.
He just said that like it was his idea. He goes, let's get him on air. Great idea, Scott.
Well, this thing rings. I got to answer it.
I know,
Yeah,
but
but
to
what do you
screen the
want?
call to put on the air.
Ghostwriting his novel.
Well, put the guy on there.
I'm getting it now.
God, we love
Firefighter, hello.
destroying each other.
Good morning.
All right, so you're talking
Hi.
to Scott. You're having a whole conversation with Scott about what?
I taught him everything.
Oh, you taught him
Yes.
good to go.
Teach us
What I
your
told
ways.
him was he absolutely needs to get certified with CPR before having. It doesn't have to be before, but with having a new baby. Reason why is if something does happen, 90% of people will freak out and they can't do anything.
Well,
But
am I a
if-
bad father for not doing it?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man.
Absolutely.
Play the game. What are you doing on this show?
Tell him the truth. You're a
Tell him
fireman.
why he is a bad father.
The reason why is if he does help, if someone else comes in and doesn't know CPR, he can instruct them what to do if he can't do it on his own. But that way, if God forbid, if something does happen, he will feel like he at least tried and wasn't just standing there
Right.
doing nothing.
So where could he go? Where could he go to get certified
It's all
in infant
over.
CPR? Where would you
It's all,
suggest?
when you get certified in CPR, it's all of them. It's infant, child, and adult. You can go to the American Heart Association's the best. There's private companies. Fire departments usually don't teach it. We do put in car seats.
Yeah.
Car seats, like I told him, car seats, you go through a 40-hour course to put in a car seat. So it's trained.
Taxpayer money well spent.
40. I'm telling you, 40 hours to learn how to put in a car seat is ridiculous, but there's so many little
Yeah.
ins
I
and
think
outs.
I could still do it. I think I could
wild.
still put. You put your knee.
Hold on,
Remember,
man.
you put your knee into the base, and you put the two straps
Not
on.
fireman quality though. You do it.
You're telling me there's 40 hours of ins and outs to putting in a car seat?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, like a car seat's not supposed to move more than a half inch either way. So you have a quarter inch to the right, a quarter inch to the left. So that's how snug it's supposed to be. And it's also supposed to be like there's different ways to level it.
It took 10
different-
minutes. It took 10 minutes. It was fine.
Can I say this?
I want to meet the grifting snake oil salesman who sold the fire departments the 40-hour car seat course.
Can I say this to the firemen? Everybody's ovaries are fluttering right now. The fact that you guys are like, we know how to put in car seats and just like
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
these like alpha males. Thank you for your service. Is all I'm saying. My God.
Relax.
I I am aroused. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't even want kids. And him saying we can put these car seats in. Hell yes.
I took a 75-hour course on how to get goldfish into a Ziploc bag.
I'm sorry, you could hear Learn's lady parts growing back inside.
Yellow and blue make green. People think it's easy to seal that Ziploc bag, but there's a lot of...
Yeah, I took a 60-hour course on how to do a
If you
Ziploc
want the
bag.
goldfish to stay crispy and airy, you have to really get a tight seal on that bag. Wow, man, the fire department's on it.
314 says, you mean a YouTube video isn't enough?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
YouTube fixes everything.
That's right. That's right. Scott, you don't need to go to the fire department. I'll do it for you.
Okay, that
I'm
sounds
kidding.
good.
I'm not
Oh,
taking any
jeez.
responsibility.
Oh, darn
The
it.
first time he stopped short the kids through the windshield.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with that. I'm not.
good for him.
Well, Matt, thanks for.
I will tell you one thing. It doesn't look good.
What doesn't look
What
good?
doesn't look good?
Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
All right.
No.
All right. Thanks for calling, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I always thought that Jim Carrey did it right in Dumb and Dumber, where it's like, in with the good, out with the bad. In with the good, out with the bad.
Listen, I came home in a shoebox because I was born at
The Nike factory.
Nice.
a Payless. Okay.
Oh man, Payless shoes.
During a BOGO sale.
I was born in a Payless. Okay, and I don't want to talk about it. Learn is back from what you called a vacation, which I would call a trip.
Oh really? Why? What's your difference between vacation and
Did you
trip?
want to go to Table Rock Lake?
Defined want?
Got her
Trip.
on that one.
This was Tim's family's.
So
we
you
do
went on a
this
trip.
every year.
You
Yeah.
went on a trip with
Family
Tim's
trip.
family.
Yeah, it was our
Nothing wrong with it.
pre-scheduled trip to a lake. Yes.
And we were unloading. Rizz, you weren't here, but we were unloading pretty hard because it turns out that the house that they rented, which was all paid for, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. You don't have to pitch in or any of that. Wasn't on the water. And we're like, oh, what a disaster. Come to find out over the weekend that there are no houses on the water at Table
Yeah, I forgot about that. Because we always think about like Lake of the Ozarks for all
Right.
the mansions, and they don't
Right.
let you build on Table Rock Lake.
So that made me feel a little bit bad for just lighting them up.
Yeah, and I agree. I was like, oh yeah, forgot about that part. We haven't been to Table Rock in like 7 years, but we would do Lake of the Ozarks, Table Rock. We'd go back to back like for
This
Tim and I
was
have been
a
together
Table
for
Rock
16
Lake
years.
year.
It was a Table Rock Lake year. And it's been a while since we've been back because we've just been shacking up at Lake of the Ozarks.
And what's that
last
one
few.
known for? Like it's more for
Table
like,
Rock?
yeah, it's more for the beauty and the relaxation.
Yeah, it's not
right?
so much a party. lake.
Yeah. You're not tying boats together at Party Cove and doing Jello shots and putting the lily pads out.
Right.
You can still ski and stuff on that lake, though.
Yeah, you can rent a boat.
It's way nicer.
Nice.
So
It's
Beaver
it's
Lake is
classier.
the at highest elevation. Then the White River feeds. They drain the dam that feeds Table Rock, which feeds. There's another one I can't
Bull
remember.
Shoals?
Bull
Bull
Shoals.
Shoals.
Yeah.
So there's like 3 lakes at 3 different elevations that are all fed by a natural river. So the water's compared to the Ozarks, which is 90% poop. These lakes are way, way cleaner.
Well, you're right. Table Rock is, dare I say, classier.
It's classier, yeah. Because
Classier.
Branson's right there. Branson.
Ah, yes. Did you go to Top of the Rock?
I did. So last week we were talking about how none of the family wanted to go to Top of the Rock. I was really interested in the like Lost Canyon cave tour that Johnny Morris has. And this thing is expensive, y'all. Like it was
How
about
much?
Tim and I went, it was about $80 a person.
Oh my gosh, what?
Golly.
And
Now-
people are
What do you
bitching
get?
about
What do you get for that?
So you have the scenic drive up there, you park, then you take, and right there whenever you load into where you park, there's a million golf carts. And so there's like a welcome center. And then when we rolled up to Johnny Morris's place, because like we went to look at the Thunder Ridge concert venue, like drove around that to see it.
It's cool.
And then when we came into Top of the Rock, like you have to pay $10 to park.
Yeah.
And the woman says, hey, just to let you know.
They nickel and dime you.
Oh, they do. Johnny
Oh.
Morris is nickeling and diming his people.
He is a billionaire.
He is. So the woman says, as we're like rolling in, she goes, hey, if you have tickets for the Canyon Cave Pass, we're on a delay. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, we don't know when we're going to actually get things up and running because we had a 1 o'clock start time for our like tour. And I said, okay, no problem. I'm like, we could probably go get something to eat at the Top of the Rock in the little Ozark Cafe or whatever it is. So we get there and we go to the Welcome Center. And luckily, I hear a guy say, all right, we're going to start loading up for the golf cart tour. And it's like 12:30. And I'm like, hey, man, can I get in line early? Is that allowed? He's like, absolutely. So Tim and I jump in 30 minutes early and get a golf cart. You have to sign a waiver and whatnot. And it was so funny because these golf carts they have the the top of them is cut out, and it looks like the Jurassic Park Jeeps with just like the window up top.
Yeah.
So you can see everything. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is Hoosier Jurassic Park. This is excellent. So, we're $160 in. And Tim's family, they didn't want to go.
I'll be honest with you, that's not really Hoosier down there. There's not a lot of Hoosiers down there at Table Rock.
I hear there's a lot of money.
There's a lot of money.
I beg to differ. As
Really?
somebody
Okay.
that was just there.
Yeah, it's still pretty
On the
Hoosier.
west side, too. Over by
Hoosierific.
Shell
It was-
Knob and all
especially that. Like when we did the golf cart tour, it was Hoosiers.
Okay, because when I think Top
There's a lot
of
of
the
Tweety
Rock,
Bird shirts
I
in
think
line.
that really
People
nice
got
golf
money.
course. That really nice golf course.
People are splurging. They're saving up. Like, there's people that have money that are dressed really nice that are there.
Yeah.
And then there's people that are from out of town that are
Because what do I think? I
Hoosiers.
think Big Cedar, right?
Big Cedar Lodge is right there.
That's expensive.
That's beautiful.
Did Tim get a peek at the Top of the Rock golf course?
He did.
What did he?
He liked that. Of course. Yeah. He
So
enjoyed
you
it.
drove through the tunnel.
So it's a 2-mile excursion, and these golf carts you're going in. It's similar if you do a self-guided tour like you did in France, where you walk by something and it like you did with the
catacombs.
The catacombs. You walk by something and it'll tell you about it. And I thought honestly there was going to, and it was a lot of nature. But there was also a lot of fake rock going on and a lot of excavating that made it look a little better than it should. So I was critical of that. I was like, you know what? I thought this was going to be all natural. And there's like when you go into the cave, because they have a bat cave bar, and I was like, I can't wait to get a cocktail at the Bat Cave bar. And you roll through, and I ordered one, and you think you're getting a cocktail, and it was canned. And I was like, okay, so you get a canned cocktail in addition to your ticket. That's included. But I really liked the cave. It was kind of cool. I just wish they wouldn't have put like all the extra like Six Flags-esque decor in there.
Right, a little cheesy.
It's Southern
cheesy.
Missouri.
Yeah, a little
It's
cheese
Branson.
factor.
I mean, they got Branson in their DNA.
I know.
Yeah, but it's
Entertainment.
not
But the
Branson.
cave is cool.
Leave Branson and Branson.
Yeah, the cave is cool.
I agree with
It's
you. They
infectious.
didn't have to make it feel like you're on a Pirates of the Caribbean ride in the inside of it.
Yeah, I felt like I was getting on the Mr. Freeze for a second.
Leave Branson and Branson.
Yeah,
It's
let us have the
infectious,
nature.
dude. It spreads. It spreads. It's
Like the kitschy, like
They
cheesy.
say.
kind of
Yeah, the bald knobbers were in there. No, I'm kidding.
It's all over.
Supposedly, like Christmas time is the time to do this. Like they go out there and he goes all out with.
They
Christmas.
put the lights up.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
up
yeah.
there on a ladder. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are acting like he's out here going, I charge 10 for the parking.
Exactly.
That guy hasn't been down there.
So and we're hot. So like we're baking in the sun. And also, this is a complaint I have about it. So they loaded everybody up, and it was bumper to bumper.
Golf
with
carts?
these golf carts, because you can't go around. It's very small. And they had actually put these weird little barricades where people can pull off and take photos. They had those blocked off, so people couldn't. There was one place, like an overlook, you could get out and walk out to this walkway, which was really cool.
Why'd they have it blocked off?
I don't know.
But yet they still charge you the full $80.
Yeah.
What a racket.
So anyway, I was like,
Three out of 5 stars?
3 out of 5 stars.
Or 2 out of 5?
I'm glad I did it. 3 out of 5. If you are into seeing cool things and just being on a golf cart, it was fun. And we had fun making fun of stuff and just like having a blast.
How long were you there? 3 days?
That's actually on the card.
Friday
if
to
you're
Monday.
into doing cool things and being on a golf.
Because really, what else is there to do? Did you have a boat?
No. In fact, Tim and I only saw the lake as we drove to Top of the Rock because we were nowhere near the lake.
So what else did you do?
We stayed in a lot. It was like we were under house arrest. And this is the other thing. So all of us wanted to do different things, which I actually love that we all did our separate things. And
We
we're
all wanted to do
obligated.
different things, so we did none things.
The only time that we were together as an actual family was for dinner at night, like when we got in, and then we played like silly games at the house, and then like we would all wake up and do our own things. And it was like 3 different, like the guys would go golf, some of the
Right.
kids went to this theme park, So yeah, there was a lot of like separation in the morning and coming together at night, which I'm fine with. But at the same time, like we didn't take a boat out, we didn't do any of that, and then yeah, it was good. It was just nice to see everyone. We could have done this in Nixa.
Wentzville.
Yeah. We could have. But honestly, my mother-in-law, she just likes to see her children all together.
And you know what?
And that's all
That's
that matters.
all that matters.
And so-
How many bedrooms?
that was actually the best part. The house was very nice. It was a lodge, and each of us had our own bathroom in our bedroom. So it was like nice that everybody had their own space. And the kids are older now; they're in their teens, so like they had their own quarters.
What do you think you need? Like 5 bedrooms and a bathroom? Five bedrooms.
There's
and a
9
basement?
of us all together, and so everybody had a bedroom.
Well,
Like the couples had a
the
bedroom.
couples coupled up.
Well, I'll tell you what.
You
next
see what I'm
time
saying, though? You took a trip.
We took a trip.
Next time you're looking for a trip, just you let me know. I'll rent my house too. You got a
All right.
pool?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go to
yeah.
Moon's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know,
Summer in St. Charles.
And honestly, like, I got the best part about it for me is I got to bond with my nephews and niece, and that was the coolest. Just talking to them, like I don't get to see them ever, so that was good for me.
How old are they?
My niece is 17. She's a senior this year. My oldest nephew is going to be 20, and then my youngest is 10.
Teenagers are weird, aren't they?
They're bizarre.
So bizarre.
I know, but you know what? We're the wild ones. So when we're around, they open up. Like we got to talk to my nephew. Like we ask them questions that their parents don't want.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like family conversations were like, "What's going on? Like tell us."
My kids the same
goss.
thing. Like if you were to talk to my kids and like be like cool Auntie Learn and ask them kind of weird questions, they would open up to you.
Exactly.
Not me.
And that's the best. That's how it's supposed to be.
That is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I think so.
I found out yesterday that really teenagers have no sense of direction.
Oh, really?
Like they don't know.
Zero.
Because I even asked Moon. So my son's, driving the Jeep around, and he had an overheating problem. One of the hoses came loose, and he was spilling coolant, and he was on the highway.
Oh no!
As I'm getting my skin sliced off, to go get biopsied, he's calling my phone. He's coming back from the ice zone up in the Mills. Because he's one of the coaches at Jamie Rivers hockey camp. So he's ringing my phone. My wife's standing next to me. I go, answer the phone. It's the boy. So all I hear is, as this woman sliced my face, okay, calm down. Just pull over. I go, what's going on?
Oh, no.
She goes, the car's overheating. I go, have him pull off the road. He can't drive like that.
Yeah.
So he pulls off into a residential neighborhood. I go, just tell him to sit with the car. I'll call him in a second. I call him back. I go, where are you? He goes, Wentzville. I go, what?
How'd you get out there from Hazelwood?
How are you in Wentzville? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the best route to take to get.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, from up there to Chesterfield. I like that.
That makes no sense. He goes, Dad, I'm in Wentzville. I saw a sign.
Okay.
I go, okay, hang tight. Do you have an address of where you're at? And he goes, here's what street I'm at. I go, let me check the Life 360. It'll give you exactly the location. Mm-hmm. He's in Town and Country.
Oh.
Gosh, that's amazing.
Nice.
That's much better.
I'm in Wentzville.
You're 5 minutes from the house.
Not even close.
Was he by like the Whole Foods and like maybe he thought he was?
No,
in
he was
probably
off.
by a highway sign that said Wentzville.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was a highway sign for 40 that said Wentzville on it. He had no idea where he was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
no
incredible.
idea. No, you know where he was? He was by the Children's Hospital over there. It's Mason and 40.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's a Children's Hospital right there. So he pulled off there onto one of the side streets. Not even Wentzville. What?
Well,
Oh, dude, there's been
he only drives past it all the time.
There's been multiple times I've been talking to my son. He's asking for directions, and I'm like, "All right, you need to go south." And he goes, "No, I don't want to go to Memphis." And I'm like, "No, that's just what the sign says, man. That doesn't mean you're in Memphis.
On
You got to go."
That's on the way to Wentzville. That's on the way to Memphis.
Every time we get this, and this is the subject that always instant no fuse for both of us. As soon as yesterday we were driving down to Ronnie's to go see the Odyssey, and he goes, "Where am I going?" I go, "South," and he goes, "Where am I going?" And I said, "Don't yell at me." South, and he's like, "That doesn't mean anything. Right or left?" And I go, "That means everything. South means everything."
The sign should say
Like
south.
270 south.
Yeah, but either
also
way,
you should know.
just know your directions. And I've been talking to you about this for 2 or 3 years. Like, hey, you're going to be driving, so you really need to start paying attention in north, south, east, and west. At least know.
Well, and you know what? They're smart kids. When I get off 40 to go to 270 North, it says Chicago on there. We're not in Chicago.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to understand those signs are like rotary phones to them.
They are.
That is like, to us, saying south or looking at a sign that says North Chicago, South Memphis, we've processed that information as like, if I were to go to Memphis is south of me, Chicago is north of me. It is just giving you frames of reference. But the kids who live in their phone that tell them how to get from their bedroom to the kitchen table with Waze, they're just looking at they probably never looked up and read a sign until they started driving. They probably have not been in the seat. We used to ride in the back of the car, bored as hell, looking at all the signs. Like I was like, we read every billboard, just bored as hell in the back of a car.
We were trying to prep him for this.
Well,
for multiple years, I was like, hey, start paying attention to the street signs around just so you at least know what your street is called. Mm-hmm. And you know what he said yesterday? We finally got down to South County, and he goes, By the way, we're going to Grandma's house because we're going to pick up my brother to go over to the Odyssey. Grandma's house. They've been there 150 times, maybe more. He still couldn't get to Grandma's house. And I go, okay, man, listen, we go south. We're going to get off on this highway. And then as we get down in the neighborhood, he goes, oh, yeah, I don't know any of these streets, but I can tell where we are because I hate these streets. I said, what do you mean? And he goes, in St. Charles, we've got nice streets and everything down here in South County. It's just
garbage.
It's nasty. Yeah, he's like, it's nasty. It's old. It's old. And I go, yeah, because it's like 4 times older than the St. Charles area.
It's an infrastructure issue.
Yeah, I was like,
contact your congressman.
It's older.
Here's his phone number.
It's like, what do you want? He goes, that just looks old and dirty and old people thing. And
Privilege.
God.
Friday night I was put to the test because my phone died and I was out in Belleville. And it's an area I didn't grow up in. I don't know much about.
You're going to be a father. How did your phone die?
Well, I was.
You have a pregnant wife.
I was using the Wi-Fi for it at the at the thing, and I guess it sucked it all up. I don't know, but at the show. And so, anyways,
no, I'm sorry, but that's not how phones work.
You have a pregnant wife at home, and you are out of contact.
Just for a little bit.
How dare you?
Just for a little bit. I run, but no, I wasn't planning on it dying. I didn't want it to. But anyways, I left the venue and I asked listener John. I was like, "Hey, how do I get back to St. Louis? Do I stay on?" He said, "Stay on 15, and you're gonna go through East St. Louis, and you'll eventually get to 64." I'm like, "Perfect." So I did everything he said. East St. Louis, there's a train that was stopped on the train track, so you couldn't get through.
Yeah,
it was completely stopped. All the cars were turning around. So I turned around and I was like,
Do you not have a charger in your car?
Oh,
no.
You're about to be Chevy Chase. And,
and so I...
he's analog.
I'm definitely analog. But then I saw 255 South and I'm like, wait, I'm pretty confident that will take me to 270 if I remember correctly. And so I just went on that forever and it just seemed like it was going further south and not turning or anything. And eventually hit 270.
Eventually I was back in Belleville.
Yeah, I was back in Belleville. But no, I made it home with no GPS. It felt incredible.
Who doesn't have a car charger?
Me. I switch them out all the time, and I think I've left enough in these vehicles when they go to Mountaintop that I'm tired of losing them, so I just don't put them in there anymore.
Somebody buys got a car charger. Yeah. Jesus.
I'm going to get you an external charger just for a backup.
Right. Hubbard gave them out.
Yeah.
Did they? Where?
Yeah.
What?
I don't remember that.
No, you guys should try it,
for you.
No GPS.
That is amazing, though. And I don't know if that'll ever change because these kids will... and good for them. They have GPS.
Well,
they have all this stuff at their fingertips. And we wouldn't have known if we didn't have to either.
There is a phenomenon, and I actually just read about this morning, and there are doctors warning of this as the kids are going to go back to school soon. Mm-hmm. Something called popcorn brain.
Oh, no.
Popcorn?
Yeah.
Popcorn brain. Think about what that is, popcorn brain, and how it could be tied to kids.
Okay.
Popcorn brain. As, the families are preparing to return to the classroom, this alarming mental phenomenon could severely impact students' classroom focus. And popcorn brain would mean a kid rapidly bouncing from one thought, one notification, all around. As a popcorn kernel were to pop, it's just bouncing around. Thoughts and attention and focus. That is what is called popcorn brain.
I think somebody with popcorn brain came up with that term.
Listen, it's not an official medical diagnosis, but the term describes a state of severe attention overload where a person's mind rapidly bounces from one thought, notification, or social media post to another. I watched my daughter do this. I was sitting on the plane next to her on the way back from Paris, and I watched her watch one thing for 5 minutes, not finish it, go to the next thing, go to the next thing. She could not stay on one thing for an entire full length of it.
Wow. What's the difference of this and ADHD?
This is forced. ADHD was like a natural thing for us that some of us couldn't finish anything before going to the next thing. So we're just basically pushing ADHD on everybody that didn't naturally already have.
Yeah, brain rot from our phones.
Yeah, I don't think she doesn't have ADHD.
Dude, my kids love music.
I'm not saying that.
I don't think they've heard a whole song.
It's real hot right now.
ADHD?
So
yeah.
So hot right now. Oh, it's a hot thing to get.
Sorry that she doesn't have it.
Is 314? Is this an ADHD rebrand?
No, because we are training because we're creatures of habit. So all of the things that they have been intaking, from entertainment to music to this to that, it's all based on this. It's all one thing to the next to the next to the next.
Yeah, I watched it.
My kids haven't heard the end of a song. In fact, if you go look at the trends, even in alternative music, There are no 4-minute songs anymore. They're actually as close to 2 minutes as possible. We're not even as songwriters, we're not even after 3.5-minute songs. We are after 3 minutes and under.
Yeah.
And
Metallica just put out a new song called "Yeah Yeah," and that's all it is.
That's it. That's
just
all.
that.
I'm
back to the 50s.
I'm being totally serious. In the 90s, when I started writing music in the early 2000s, like the endings of songs were the endings of movies. It was a big deal to wrap it up in a really clever way or in a cool way or in a crafty way that sort of, bookended certain things. Now, writing the ending of a song really has no importance at all.
Yeah, because I wonder what the percentages of people that get to it are.
Very few.
Very few, and that's what I'm saying.
All right, Lauren, do you find yourself in your car now that you have every piece of music that you want in your phone? Do you find yourself hitting next?
No, I mean, I will. I'll
you
listen to a full song out. I mean,
but do you find yourself bouncing around?
I shuffle. So I'll put my playlist on shuffle and I'll just pop through. And I love all the songs that are in my catalog, but I don't think that's. I was like that back then too. I don't know if that's new.
With a cassette tape, you couldn't do that.
Sure,
The
CDs you
With
could.
a CD, you could do that, but you had just one album.
Yeah, but people make you mixes and whatnot. So
But even still, with the mix, you had a finite amount of songs. Now you have everything.
I know.
Now you have everything.
It is kind of the convenience does make you like a child king who's like, I'm bored. Next, and you become King Joffrey with all your stuff. Because I put on, the Moon gave it to me, I put on that Kenny Rogers vinyl he gave me that was his dad's yesterday at the house. And I was like, it's such a pain in the ass to skip a song on vinyl that I was like, one came on and I was like, I don't know this one, not loving it. But then by halfway through I go, oh, it's kind of picked up the tempo a little bit and I like it. And I don't think I would have stayed on it if it wasn't just a pain in the ass for me to walk over and like move the needle or flip the record over. So there's something to be said for that. Just being stuck on consuming a piece of art the way it was made, where you don't have the convenience to customize it for you.
Well, what psychologists say is you get these dopamine hits when you like something, and then as the dopamine fades away, and you kind of get used to something,
Thought machine.
I want more.
Next thing.
Yeah.
What's my next tick in a bit? Every notification, every short form video, every headline triggers this small dose of dopamine. Over time, the brain becomes conditioned to expect constant little rewards.
And we're not doing this to just the kids.
I do
let's
too.
fully admit this is all our problem too.
Yeah.
But we're not heading back to school, and we're not going to sit in a classroom and have to pay attention to a 2-hour lecture on algebra.
Yeah, that's true. But I bet you there's a lot of employers or maybe even managers or something that are noticing this with employees and different people doing who knows how many different jobs where you can easily be distracted.
Yeah, where you're not getting one task done, you're just moving on. And
this is happening to Earth, not just
To be honest, it happens to me in here, if I'm being fully transparent, because we have to monitor so many things, and you'll catch me. You'll get me sometimes, and I'll know you got me. You'll be like, what do you think? And I'll be like,
What?
caught me checked out. And then I got to try to see if I can get my brain to be like, what have I been absorbing? But I think that's just like, not an ADHD, but it's like there are, you have so many windows open and tabs on your phone. And
So much stimulus.
so much stimuli. That
Everywhere. Even I'll turn on Netflix.
What was your daughter skipping around on?
Movies.
Was it was movies?
Movies.
So she had to actively go in the Southwest app or whatever.
No, it was back
movie.
of the screen. It was the back of the seat on an American Airlines flight. And, they got all the in-flight stuff, and they got a lot of movies. And I watched the beginning of a movie getting played, and then 5 minutes in, next movie. 10 minutes in, next movie.
But you're just not feeling it.
yeah. I've done that, though.
Yeah,
But this
You
is
finally settle
this
on
is the
something?
result of scrolling.
I
This
agree.
is a scrolling
Not
thing.
feeling it. That's exactly Rafe's point with that song.
Yeah.
Is like we were trained because things were somewhat difficult that once you got in, you're like, oh, God.
guess
I'm going to see it out.
And it's almost like we
here.
were being trained to have a little bit more patience than we naturally had, and now we're training ourselves to have less patience
And to
than we
think it
probably
thoroughly. Like when you wanted to put a movie on in the pop-up top VCRs, you looked at your collection, you really thought about it before you made a choice.
And even if I didn't like it somewhat, I
You
didn't
have to
want to
sit
get
there.
up and change it out. Because that was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
also, whether it's music or comedy, I think it's changed. I was having this conversation with somebody. Because when you do listen to a vinyl record, and I'm not like, John Cusack and High Fidelity here, I'm just saying, like, when you listen to something, when they were made back then, thought was put into, like, the track list and the order of songs and the mood it was going to generate and the ups and the downs and the way you were going to feel listening to something and it's as a piece, not as just a single.
Yeah.
And comedy is even that now. Like I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. I'm like, I don't even know if doing an hour is important anymore. That used to be like the milestone of comedy. Like you get an hour together and you do a special and it's an hour and it's George Carlin's jamming in New York for an hour. He moved through these topics in a way that when people see you live, it's important because there's things lead into the next thing. But very few people see you live.
If it's on Netflix.
Well, or even Instagram, like you got to have what's 90 seconds of your act that will resonate with somebody.
Right, because they're going to move on after 90 seconds.
By the way, congratulations to Rafe on 3,000 sets.
3,
that he's done.
Mr. 3000.
Mr. 3,000
sets?
I did my 3,000th comedy set this weekend.
You kept track?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool.
Oh, congratulations. 10,000 sets.
3,000.
10,000.
3,000 sets.
That's pretty incredible that, one, you kept track, but then also that, because I saw your post and I was like, dude, that's a massive
Is milestone. That 100% accurate? Or is there maybe like one or two that you didn't
write down?
Yeah.
Possibly. But I'm pretty good. I journal and write every day, and I put it in my... I tally up at the end of the year, and then I have a number. So, like, year one, I did 220, and then year two, And at the end, I knew going into this year that I was getting close, because I was at, like, 2,800 something at the end of last year.
That's really cool.
Well, 3,000.
Dang.
Congratulations, Mr. 3,000. Like, what was that, Tom Selleck? Mr. 3000?
Yeah, I thought that was Bernie Mac.
Oh, Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
What was Tom Selleck's? Tom Selleck had a baseball movie,
He was
too.
in Japan.
Yeah.
It was Mr.
Was that Mr.
something.
Baseball?
Mr. Baseball.
Mr.
Right.
Baseball. Mr. Baseball. That's what it was. Yes. Well, congratulations. How hot is it going to be today? It's going to be hot.
Super hot.
Going to be hot.
Super
Going to be
nasty.
super hot.
Tomorrow's the hottest day of the week, I think.
They both have a heat index of 106.
Okay, so it is definitely swamp
This is the Swamp Ass Alert.
High school football teams across the area started officially practicing yesterday.
Screw that, man.
Yeah.
Go inside, kids.
They kicked off the 2026 fall season. And, I mean, we're talking soaring summer temperatures and heat warnings. And back when you were playing football in high school, Rafe, did any of that matter?
Hell no, dude. That was like part of it was the dog days of August. It was the two-a-days season. That's just what it was. You go out. That was conditioning then. They were just like, that's right, you play in the heat. Maybe if it was super hot, you'd have a practice where it was helmets only and no
So
pads.
on a day like today.
Yeah.
Because now Illinois and Missouri have very specific rules.
Well, yeah,
to protect, kids in
things of
heat
kids
like this.
overheated, right? Then we have there was a couple instances of kids dying of heat stroke, I think. Which is wild.
And you know what's funny? It had to take a couple kids dying to go, maybe we should, maybe they shouldn't have full pads on when it's 110 degrees out.
Jeez.
We would do that sometimes if it was super hot at night, like maybe run scrimmage with no pads on or do our calisthenics in helmets only, but that was it. And hydration was different back then. It was just like a hose hooked up to a PVC pipe that had a bunch of little spouts coming off, and you only got water. Like, you'd run sprints or do whatever, and you got water breaks, but it wasn't like... Now they're very cognizant of, there's water on demand. If you need a drink of water, there's water bottles just sitting there.
Well, so in weather like this, and I don't think... And this would be day 2 of practice for these kids. I don't think they're going to be practicing outside because...
That's good.
Both in Missouri and Illinois, they have strict mandatory heat guidelines based on what they call the wet bulb globe temperature, or, as more commonly known, the WBGT, which measures heat, humidity, wind, and solar radiation rather than here's how hot it is. So it's going to be the wet bulb globe temperature today is going to be over 90, which means that most activities are suspended outside today.
Smart.
Practices must be moved indoors into a climate-controlled facility or canceled outright. Soft.
Right. And
there's somebody out there.
Soft.
How do you get rid of the weak kids?
And that, boys, This is why you're going to lose homecoming this year.
Soft.
Because there's
Get him outside.
There's one coach that's going to have him out, conditioning, ready. Suck it, Bearcats.
It would be illegal for them to do that.
Well,
it's only illegal if somebody tells.
it's only illegal that you win.
Thatcher, are you going to snitch again?
Oh, yeah.
Thatcher's not on the team. He's the water boy. Thatcher? Huh? Snitching again? No.
Well, we would do morning, evening too. Do they still?
It all depends on what the wet bulb temperature is. So the WBGT 90 or above, all outdoor activities canceled. 88 to 89.9, maximum practice 1 hour. No helmet, no pads allowed.
What's your wet bulb's temperature right now?
Right now it's under 80, which is normal practice conditions. Standard water breaks.
No helmet, no pads, no yelling, no running.
Nothing.
What are we doing? We're just going to sit in a circle. And we're going to think about football.
Well, even like days 1 and 2, so this would be day 2, only helmets. Practice is capped at 3 hours a day. Day 3 through 5, helmets and shoulder pads only. Full contact still prohibited. Day 6 onward, full pads, full contact permitted, provided the athletes have completed the required individual acclimation days. So you need to practice or be acclimated to the heat 14 days prior to practicing.
Well, they're doing 1 and 2 water breaks now per half in some of the soccer stuff that we've been at. This last weekend was pretty brutal hot. But I remember, man, when we were doing some of the tryouts, I remember those first couple days, people were throwing up, and it was almost like the
Expected.
coach. Yeah, it was almost
he
like the
liked
coaches were talking about it afterwards. Like the football and the soccer coaches was like, "Yo, how many kids threw up?" Yeah,
High five. I had
4.
10 kids throw up.
Yeah, well, dang, yeah, you're pushing.
That's good practice.
It's gonna be a good year.
Pushing them.
Yeah, 10 pukes.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was-
okay, so did your coaches, when you were practicing in weather like this, did they withhold water? Because water is only for winners?
No, I don't think they
Oh,
withheld
man.
water. But I'm not
Water's
sure,
for winners.
I'm not sure we had a lot of opportunities. And if we were slacking off too, we had to do these hills. And the hills were just, that was puke territory.
So even in weather like this?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, from what I remember.
Yes.
It was brutal.
They didn't care back
brutal.
then. I remember Coach Jack Calvert, we're doing like calisthenics. People are puking. They're doing like jumping jacks, and then you got to do like mountain climbers, and it's hot. Mm-hmm. It's the end of practice. Eric's got a belly full of water. The linemen are all throwing up, and he just, he's giving like his Al Pacino speech instead of being like, "Hey, maybe take a breather." Like now they're like,
Get some
"Hey,
water."
guys," and he's like, "Which guy's willing to throw their guts up to win?" It's just like, I don't know, man, but you might get some Pedialyte on stuff.
I can't imagine it.
Yeah, man. Mike's not
Bad.
looking so good.
And
Yeah.
Pour some,
Damn, man, heat stroke.
Yellow.
pour some Pedialyte on his head.
Yeah, I think Mike's got heat stroke. That's a winner right there, boys. That's a guy who gave his life.
he
You know what
cares.
Mike's got guts.
Mike's got the captaincy is what Mike's got.
Okay.
When he wakes up, give him the armband.
If he could play again, he's going to be a champ.
Mike's talking to his dead grandpa right now.
Yeah, Mike's hallucinating.
That's right. He's getting motivated.
Yeah, coaches are legally prohibited from using water deprivation as punishment or a conditioning tactic, which I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that.
And Rizz, when you went to the Grove the other weekend, didn't you go to a place called Only Helmets?
I think that closed down.
Oh, okay.
But I'm glad you knew about it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, I can't imagine doing it in pads.
Yeah, that's where you go to get your bulb wet.
I'll tell you what, though. It is different these days because I don't remember anybody ever quitting, and maybe that's just a nice way to remember back in the day. But my son's friends, these are born football players, like people that are just monstrous dudes. And every time I talk to them, I'm like, "Yo, how's football?" And they're like, "I quit." I was like, "What? Dude, you are built as a walk-on for a college. Like this could take you to a degree." And they're like, "Nah, man, it was super hot this last week." And I was like,
You don't want to put up with it.
like, who's in your life telling you to get back out there? Come on, man.
I don't want to make millions in college.
Dude, my son, and you know my son's friends, he's got 3 of the most, football built DNA cats in his life. And I think all 3 of them have quit football.
Oh, CTE is real.
I understand that.
Yeah.
And I support it. But at the same time, I'm like, brother, I don't know if your grades are going to take you there.
Yeah.
So maybe you need football.
Yeah. Well, Rafe, did when you were playing high school football, did they have they had double practices?
Yeah, 2 2-a-days.
2-a-days.
This is when we go to the KFC.
But would it be 2 days in a row you would do that? Because that is
it was-
now strictly prohibited.
Oh, it was called Hell Week, and it would be all week long.
So double practices are restricted. So under Missouri and Illinois rules, a team cannot hold back-to-back double practice days.
Whoa.
Wow, really?
Luckies.
And any multi-practice day must include a mandatory 3-hour rest and recovery period in a cool environment between sessions.
When I played in
fair.
college at Eureka, just like a little D3 school, but they would do 4-a-days.
Oh.
Jeez.
And one of them was tape. One of them you just sit and watch film. But it was brutal, man. Because you'd go up like 2 weeks before school started. And same thing, like you'd practice early in the morning, which was, it got hot around 8 o'clock, but at least the first hour was okay. Then you'd go to breakfast, then you'd come back, you'd have a 10 a.m., then you'd go, and then in the middle of the day, you'd watch film when it was super hot, and then you'd have an evening practice. And a lot of it was way more structured in college because you would work out with like your groups. Like if you were at a receiver corps, you would go work out with them. But it was a lot, man.
Yeah, I read DeSmet yesterday had 100 players on the field.
It's a really hard thing to balance too. I was talking to some coaches the other day. My stepson was playing football. I was talking to his coach, and he goes, "Dude, it's so hard right now because I'm trying to motivate these kids to be better, to be better men, to be better boys, to be better football players and whatever. But at a young age, if you push them just a little past their comfort zone, they're like, nah, man.
I don't want to do this."
And I understand. I mean, don't do something you don't want to do. But I like coaches are having a really, really hard time.
Do you think I was going to ask this. Do you think there's diminishing returns? And I don't want to sound like an old head being like, well, back in my day, we didn't quit nothing. But it's like there was some shaming involved in like, hey, man, I remember the only thing my grandpa or my dad ever said was like, if you start something, finish. If you start football this season, finish this season. You don't have to play next year, but don't quit. Don't quit in the middle of something.
Yeah,
don't make a commitment and quit.
I'm of that.
And we changed that, and I think it's good because I think a lot of kids were being forced into things they didn't want to do. But do you think was there an overcorrection?
It's
in
a
the
case
other way?
by you know your kid and you know what your kid can do.
Yeah,
I'm just saying all these kids are like, it's too hot.
You know what your kid is capable of. I don't think you could just. It's a case by case basis.
Yeah, but I think, like Rafe was talking about Kenny Rogers listening to that first song, some of these kids will quit possibly before they even realize if they actually like it or not.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's tough.
I mean, that's on the parents. And my stepson quit football, but he didn't quit it after it started. He finished last season and was like, I'll do flag football over the off season and see if I want to get in. And right when they're about to go back up, he's like, nah. And for me, I'm like, well, his grades are going to take him to college, and I don't want CTE in the family anymore. So I was like, I support you, bud. Like, but make sure you have to go. You have to call the coach and tell him. And that's what he did. He called and said, hey, you've been a great coach. Thank you so much for all you did. I'm not going to play on the team this year.
Okay, Bobby. Let's not forget about band practice, guys.
Yes.
It's hot holding a tuba.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of those uniforms
It's hot holding a tuba.
Some of those uniforms are the worst. At least sports uniforms are kind of built to breathe a little bit. Some of those like suit things that they got to wear for marching band.
Yeah. They're not in full suits, though, like practicing.
Sometimes they are.
Not with like this. With the big hat?
I don't know.
So.
With the feathers?
Why am I even at this game? The big hat is out.
Coach, my tuba is burning my lips.
Get in there.
Yeah, man.
No water for you, oboe player. Yeah. Do they have
oboe?
It's a weird.
Are they playing the oboe and marching
across town? There's a kid wetting his reed right now. He wants it more than you do. Alto sax. I can't.
Keels over from heat exhaustion. Yes, Bobby. Yes. Shout out to all the band, the marching band people out there.
I think what I'm asking is, and Scott brings up a good point, is, there's a process to things. Like if you wanted a glass of water, you don't turn the faucet on first. You grab a glass out of the cabinet, right? And it's like conditioning is grabbing the glass out of the cabinet. So are a lot of kids quitting when this thing is like, it's hot, running sucks? Yeah, of course it sucks. No one likes the conditioning part of your conditioning so you'll be able to play in the games later And are they quitting during the part before they ever get filled up with any of the knowledge of the game or like what they like? To Scott's point, like
and that's
what
your
they
job
may-
as a parent is to kind of see how it's going,
Right.
Yeah, but you know what's happening, and it's happening. It's been happening in soccer for the last like 20 years, but all sports, I think. The kids that are getting pushed through it are the ones where their parents already have the money to have them in select leagues, because those kids are just advancing even farther because they are being pushed. Why? Because mom and dad already wrote the check. So what I'm saying is, it's taking the opportunity for the kids that can't afford to be in some of these leagues that might have had the natural skill. They're not being pushed into developing.
Yeah, that's
and that's pricing out some of the talent, and that's why the U.S. will never win a World Cup until we change that. Because some of the natural talent that could have come from the I don't have money pool is just being priced out.
Well,
and is
I
never
think
gonna
back
have the
to what
opportunity.
Rafe's saying is there are some parents who their kids would come home and they go, I didn't like running today, and they're like, okay, honey, it's
You don't
fine.
have
You don't
to.
have to play.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, hey man, why don't you give it another day? Maybe you'll like it.
And then there's parents like you, and I told you my friend in Huntington Beach has a son who plays hockey, and I was talking to her, and she's like, I told her about you offering them money to quit. I was like, instead of rewarding, like, hey, you got a real stick-to-itiveness, like, what if I gave you $15,000 to quit so I don't have to drive you around?
Yeah.
You got parents that are kids that go the other way, where you're just like, yeah, you're not going pro.
This doesn't
Why don't
matter.
you just screw around with your friends in the basement?
Right.
And she was like, well, because she was
Did you
telling
think
me,
it was a great idea?
yeah, because she was telling me, like, they live in Huntington Beach, California, which ain't cheap to begin with. And she's like, the ice rink I got to take him to is like, it's almost in L.A. She's like, I got to drive him, like, this is California. She's like, I got to drive him like an hour and a half one way to go to the rink.
And it's 5 miles
4
away.
miles, yeah.
And, exactly. And when his schedule comes out, she's like, he has games in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And I have to fly from California. She's like, he has games in Iowa.
Dude.
And all these Midwestern teams, and she's like, I'm spending so much money.
Oh, we got the cheer schedule. They're going to Houston. They're going to Indianapolis. They're going to Atlanta. They're going to Florida.
And they got 2-a-days
Yeah.
and 4-hour practices.
Oh,
and it's
2-a-days.
a
Yes.
nightmare.
Oh, yes.
I remember when like a big away game for us was like an hour and a half bus ride.
Yeah.
As my daughter comes home every other practice in tears, I go, "What? You like this?
She loves it.
You like this? $15,000 still on the table. Minus $500 for the buyout. We could buy you out. Like we could buy you out of the deal."
Hey, man, you get those cheer scholarships, though, brother.
Okay, well,
That's a big deal.
she's still doing high school cheer. That's
why
right up the street.
The key, and my friend Jarrett did this, and I've always admired him for it, is find a sport. Don't play the big three. Take your kid. My buddy Jarrett was a 5'10" white dude, pole vaulter. Never placed, but they needed to give scholarships, so not enough people were doing pole vaulting, and he went to SEMO on a full ride. Never got top 10 place. Never. He just would go and get like second to last. Every single
Fine.
time.
I'm just running with
And he's
poles
like,
for the
just run
grades.
with the big
brother.
pole.
And he goes, guess what? Big pole, no debt. That's what
That's
that was what he
amazing.
said. And he's like, Andy like had an instant. He's like, and I had like a friend group. I got to SEMO.
Yeah, you're on the track team.
He's like, there's hot girls.
And he got
running
to keep,
track
and
like
he got
these.
to keep the singlet.
Yeah, and he's like, I didn't do much. And he's like, I just went off by myself with my little pole. Like no one was paying attention to what I was doing.
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah,
like, at the
they're all
parties,
worried
I'm
about
like
the
hanging out with all
sprinters.
these hot track girls that are like sprinters with banging bods. And he's
Yeah.
like, I have access to like hot people, a good social circle. And
That's amazing.
got out
What
of
a good
SEMO, no
what a
debt.
good strategy that is.
Well, it's like that.
But we all put our kids in these, like in hockey and baseball.
Throw the
That's-
javelin.
And I'm like, dude, exactly.
Remember that Elizabeth Sweeney gal from the Olympics?
Name the most
age?
famous javelin thrower you know right now.
Who's Elizabeth Sweeney?
She's the one that was a snowboarder who went to. She like did her research, became a citizen of I forgot what European country.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
so
it's
she
like-
could get a
But
gold
she
medal.
got into the Olympics
she got into the
as
Olympics.
a snowboarder, and I mean, she got like a point or something like that. Like she was so bad, she just went down the half pipe.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
it was like Luxembourg or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Like,
but she got in the Olympics, got to go over there and experience.
yeah,
the
she
whole
got to
thing.
march in the opening ceremony.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I just saw a video.
Play the game.
It's brilliant.
I can't remember the country, but it was a very poor third world country that the guy was a swimmer and he'd never seen an Olympic swimming pool.
Oh,
And he was not good. And they had to show him at the Olympics. These other divers had to show him like how to dive in off the boards and stay in the lane because he was like hitting the ropes because he was just swimming in open water to train. And it was like a sweet video. These two like really good swimmers like Michael Phelps and somebody else were like, this is how you dive in and this is how you like do the porpoise thing under the water. and then use your head, and then they let him. And dude, when he got in, it almost looked like he was drowning. Like he was such a bad swimmer. It was like he looked like he was
the first
swimming.
time they needed a lifeguard
Like
at the Olympics.
yeah, dude. It looked like he was swimming to save his life. Like he got tossed in.
Made the team?
He was in the Olympics because he was just the best swimmer of like.
Made the team.
He was the best swimmer in this landlocked country that had no water.
That's it.
Dang.
That's it. That's all you need. Well, good luck to all the fall athletes out there that need to be outside practicing.
Get some liquid IV.
Check the wet bulb index. Get some liquid IV. Exactly.
There's a lot of scouting going on right now, too. So some of these kids in the area are getting scouted for colleges and different things in 106 heat index.
Well, again, I don't know what it's going to be today if they're even allowed to practice outside.
Hey, get in there.
Soft.
Out there.
Let's do this. And it's brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Host your fantasy football draft party at Hot Shots this season. Lock in your date at hotshotsnet.com/fantasy from Fredericktown. Andrew Bone. Andy Bone.
On an all-new Bone.
Andy Bone is our Teamers member of the day. Andrew has been listening to The Point since he got his license back in 2006 and still listens every day while at work. Loves crap on celebrities, loves Friday fail stories. Andrew is looking forward to some awesome upcoming Point concerts. Andrew Bone from Fredericktown is our Teamers member of the day. Get super sweet Teamers member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Teamers. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Point text line 314-649-DUMB. The Bud Light Studio Cams 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at Rizz Show. Your emails rizzshow@1057thepoint.com. In less than an hour, in about 45 minutes, we'll talk to Emily and Nathan, who are two of the stars on Double Lives of Suburban Wives, now on TLC. That's right, the Learning Channel. Show premiered on Sunday, and if you don't know, this show is based on 6 St. Louis area women balancing soccer practice, suburban life, and wild success in the digital adult content space. So, should be an interesting conversation with these two. Looking forward to it. In fact, they reached out to us. Like, hey, we'd love to come on. Okay,
let's talk about it.
We're interested. I don't know if you saw this yesterday, Lauren, that Amber Alert that went out Sunday night.
No, I didn't get it. I wasn't in town.
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, okay, that's right.
Yeah, because it was overnight, right? It was Sunday night?
It was Sunday,
11:30,
11:30, and then it was called off shortly after. Well, they officially charged the woman. 25-year-old St. Louis woman is facing multiple criminal charges after filing a false report that her 1-year-old kid was inside a stolen car. Late night regional Amber Alert, massive multi-agency police response. So it's Brianna Mathis. She's been officially charged with knowingly making a false report that triggers an Amber Alert and making a false police report. So here's what happened. Here's what had happened. On Sunday, 10:30 p.m., police officers responded to the Phillips 66 station near South 4th Street in Choteau. This is downtown. Brianna said that a guy known to her had stolen a Dodge Charger with her 1-year-old kid strapped inside. So detectives utilized SLMPD's real-time crime center, regional camera networks tracked the car as it fled eastbound on Walnut. Shortly after the state activated the official Amber Alert, the guy identified as a suspect called 911 himself. He said, hey, there's no kid in the car, and I will surrender peacefully. Can you imagine?
Wow.
That's wild.
St. Charles police intercepted and seized the Dodge Charger near Highway 370, took the man into custody, searched the car, no kid. So here's the hoax. No stolen vehicle. Investigators determined the Dodge Charger was not stolen and Brianna did not own it. Police noted that Brianna had been using drugs and was experiencing active substance use issues when she made the report. And detectives contacted Brianna's relatives, and they found that the kid was safe and sound with another relative and never in danger.
It just sucks, man. Like, you're using so many viable resources to help, and then, like, it's a fake thing.
Well, and that's the thing. So this is the second high-profile kid abduction hoax in the area in recent months. Back in March, 2 women in Afton were charged with felony false reporting after fabricating a child abduction.
I remember that.
That triggered a similar large-scale law enforcement search. So that's the second time in a couple months.
You in trouble now? What's the?
I mean, they're felonies, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the penalty will be, but I'm sure it will not be good. On a lighter note, you saw The Odyssey yesterday, finally.
I did.
Oh.
Dude.
And you saw it on IMAX.
I did. Yeah.
You went down to Ronnie's.
It took this long to get 4 tickets that weren't in the front 2 rows. Now we were.
So that's the movie's been open for almost a month.
Yeah. Now, granted, I'm sure there were some other opportunities, but as far as my schedule goes, and we were looking at afternoons, evenings. Of course, the weekends there was nothing available. So it's a Monday afternoon.
So Monday afternoon, what time?
This was 2:40.
Monday afternoon matinee.
2:40. And I kind of defended, shall we say, people in general. When Rafe said that he had an issue last week, a couple other people called in. They had their issues with people on their phones or just the etiquette in theaters. I'll tell you, when you fill a theater.
Was it full?
It was full. Oh, yeah. It was full. And I'm with my brother. I went and picked up my brother. Now, my brother, he is walking, but with a cane. And,
he's slow. He takes,
with difficulty.
Takes a little time to get to a seat.
Yeah. Now, when I bought the tickets for all of us, I forgot. Oh, yeah. We could get one of the special needs ones that are like usually in a row where you don't have to go downstairs and some other stuff. You can kind of pull a wheelchair in if you need, and then there's usually another seat. And I forgot about that. So I got the normal ones. Now, I was only 1 seat down. We were in the 4th row. Not the second, not the first, but the 4th.
Oh, you still had to look up?
Yeah, I sat down and I go, God dang. We're still pretty close here, guys. But yeah, people are awful. Like, holy crap, dude. Like,
what did they do?
I mean...
And you're paying a premium price for IMAX tickets.
Right.
Yeah, and for the most part, I'm not blaming everybody, but I'd say it's about 5 to 10%. First of all, you're talking a lot during the previews and before, and they're all just loud talking.
You know what? And fine.
Loud talking.
It's a long movie.
And stepping over us, and like it was just like nobody has any regard.
I'll give you chatting a little bit during the previews. Fine. And not obnoxiously loud, but
yeah.
It's time to start wrapping things up. Mm-hmm. When the previews are on, all discussion should start wrapping up.
Yeah, and I hate to start with a complaint, but that was noticeable. And I don't think I would have noticed it as much if it wasn't for me looking out for my brother. But man, people were kind of rude, and maybe he didn't even mention it. He didn't say anything, but I just noticed people were just like, I don't know, just a little testy.
Trying to see how much IMAX tickets.
A little weird. Oh, dude,
like
I think it was $100. I think it was $100
for 2.
No, for 4.
Oh, okay.
So
let's see if I want to. Okay, so if I'm looking for Ronnie's today at 125, there's only the first 2 rows.
Yeah, and that's
wild.
That's what it's been. And even the front 2 rows had some people in it. I'm not sure if those were full, but by the time the show started, it was a full theater.
That's awesome for Christopher Nolan. The people are still this hyped.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy for him.
And
yes,
I am.
Yes.
Because a lot of people didn't think it was going to do well, and look how well
everybody knew it was going to do well.
Yeah,
everybody
that was some weird.
That was some
who
weird
knows
garbage.
what hate algorithm that was? But these people.
Everybody knew it was going to do well.
I'm glad Christopher Nolan finally got a win.
See.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Sorry,
me.
I forgot where I was.
I've been a fan. I've been a fan forever of that guy.
You're happy for someone.
So I was stoked, and I would say, as far as reviews go, the first act I was a little. I was like, oh man, this is an interesting movement. Now he typically, Nolan films, he typically has like a little bit slower act 1s, so he can basically hit you in act 2 and then just be relentless for the middle to the end of the movie, and that's exactly how this was. Now the big complaint that I heard from a lot of people going in, that was an actual complaint, not one of these fabricated social media ones, was that it was so loud. And dude, it was the loudest movie I've ever seen.
I don't know. I didn't notice that.
Holy smokes!
Because I heard people were having a hard time hearing the dialogue because the soundtrack.
No, I don't mean that. I just mean like when there was relentless battle scenes and some different things. The music was so loud. Clark even at one point leans over and goes, "I feel like I'm at the pageant." He's like, "I feel like I'm getting slammed with a rock show."
Those big ass Ronnie's IMAX speakers.
Yeah, and
do it. Those things. It's South County, man. Those things got woofers and tweeters.
Dude, it was cool, and it was cool going back to my old stomping grounds. Because remember, I grew up down there. I went to Lindbergh, and Ronnie's was the spot, and I haven't been in there since it was kind of like I don't know, revamped. I mean, it looks the same, but it's just way nicer. Dang, what a nice theater. But I loved the movie. My kids loved it. My brother loved it.
What tier as far as Nolan movies?
Nolan films, I need to see it again. I need to see it a couple
that's
times.
That's one watch for me.
Oh, no way.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
I think I got the gist.
Wow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What do I need to see it again for?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's the Odyssey, and it's Nolan doing the Odyssey.
I got it.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably a little too dense for us to catch it.
I got it all.
I mean, I feel like
B tier.
I got
Notes.
it. I need to see it again.
Look it up.
As of now, I would rank it as my fourth favorite.
It's next to Oppenheimer. B tier. Great movie.
Long as hell. Great movie.
You seen it?
No. I will, though.
I mean, it's incredible.
Hey, there's a couple.
It's worth the money.
Tickets for Ronnie's today at $125.
Tim, what are you doing for lunch?
First two
Afternoon
rows.
Delight
First two
at
rows.
Ronnie's.
So Mallory wants to see it, and she made me promise that I would go see it with her. So I'm excited. I'm going to see it a second time in the next week or two, but we're going to do the regular.
314 said, just go to Marcus Theater in Chesterfield, see it in the Ultra Screen. That's how I saw it, the Ultra Screen. Said it's about the same size as the IMAX.
Is it really?
But it's the Ultra Screen. That's what I saw it on. I didn't feel like I missed out on anything.
Well, you wouldn't know what you're missing out on.
Right.
I watched it on Pornhub.
Nice.
I watched it on my phone.
If you go deep in Pornhub, there's bootleg
I know.
In that climax screen?
movies.
What I understood was if you saw it on a regular screen, you saw it.
Hang
from-
on, let's acknowledge what Scott said.
Climax.
Did he say climax?
He said climax.
That was
You dirty
pretty good.
Which is
dog.
pretty good.
What's
Okay.
the screen?
Hey,
Yeah.
that's it for you.
All right.
Okay, that's
Take the day
tops.
off, pal.
That's the tops today.
You've peaked.
Go home to your
You
beautiful
peaked.
wife.
No, everything else is going to be disappointment.
Okay. Dang it.
You're so different.
From what I understood, the normal screen was like waist up, and if you were watching it on IMAX, it was knees up, and if you see it in 70 millimeter IMAX, it's feet up.
Yeah, but there's no theater like that here.
No, Indianapolis, I think is.
Yeah, we had
closest.
one of our promo guys drive out to Indianapolis
If I had the
to
opportunity,
go see
if I had the opportunity and time, I would
Lewis.
If you had
Sweet,
to,
sweet Lewis.
if you had to nitpick the movie, was there anything that bothered you about it?
do it. I almost don't want to say because it may not bother me in the long run.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's
You're
riveting.
unbothered. That's good.
That's
That's
a what?
right. 618. I went to the Odyssey, so you don't have to.
I'm not 100%
Paid
sure.
for it.
I'm not 100% sure I'm in on the Travis.
Travis Scott, he was in it for 3 seconds
Yeah, but it's pretty important.
at the beginning. He was in it for the
It was
first
a little off.
the first 3 minutes of the movie.
It was a little off, and I'm not 100% sure. I know there was a ton of criticism on Tom Holland, so I was like zooming in, like, did this guy blow this incredible role? And I think because I was looking so closely into it, maybe I saw a couple things, but he was not what I.
No.
He was not as bad as I-
nitpicking the movie. I'm just telling you, he was kind of annoying in it. And anytime he came on, I went, yeah.
Oh, really? What
Him
did,
again.
what did you find? What was your gripe?
I didn't have many. I was just like the thing that I wanted to see if it bothered you because you're the Tom Holland choosing some choices that he made were interesting, like to have an American accent when he's British and everyone else seemed to be using their normal speaking voices. I was like, all right.
Yes, but his parents had that accent, so his affect was of theirs. I understood that.
Yeah. And then also some of the modernized language, like they kind of went back and forth where he would like refer to Odysseus as his dad or his daddy.
That was that
That's
was
kind of
the issue.
weird. It was,
When he
it was just a little
When he
weird.
said, "My dad is coming home," I was like, "What the hell was that?"
Papa's coming home.
Puppy.
Papa.
That was,
But I mean,
that was strange.
It was minor, but it was just like little things like that where I was like, oh, this is interesting.
But here's my thing: I'm such a fan that I trust that there's a reason that every word was that word, and maybe I'll get it at some point.
Sure. After you see it 50 times.
I will see it 50 times.
Okay. So we don't have to. That's
So
good.
we don't have to, yes. I'll see it once.
There is a
I liked
scene
it.
that you will not like.
Dead
I thought of
animal
you.
scene?
I thought of you, and I
yeah,
watched
I
the
heard
movie,
all
and
about
I
it.
go,
Dog.
"There's a scene in here that Learn is going to be like, well, let's go home."
I've already gone to doesthedogdie.com.
Bro, of all the
Everything's
things,
all right.
of all the things to get emotional about in the thing, that was the one that I was like, "Oh, that could break me.
Oh.
Yeah,
That
well.
could break me. This moment right
Yeah,
here."
man.
Okay, it's 618. You ought to see these nuts. I understand.
Yeah, we got that. We've used
How
it.
are they? Are they great?
Great. Smooth. Okay, so you finally saw it, and then
Finally saw it, and I'll see it
grade,
again in the next
grade?
week or two. A minus.
A minus.
as of now. Yeah.
A minus.
All right.
A minus. We'll see again. Now it's your turn, Learn.
I will go.
Go see it. All right, so I saw this thing on Instagram yesterday and it had me thinking. All right, here's I don't know what this is, but it was interesting.
In your opinion, who's a band that had the biggest fall off after a banger of a debut album? Debut, fire. Sophomore album, as my buddy Christian would say, straight butt.
Straight butt.
I asked you to think about it over the break. Did you come up on anybody?
I did.
So, first album, fire.
Put them on the market.
Second album, straight butt. Not talking about the third album. Maybe they came back with a third record that was good.
Well, and so I'm saying this as a, like the status quo didn't take to it. I actually liked the second album. So I picked Garbage.
Okay.
Garbage came out in 1995. Queer, Only Happy When It Rains, Vow. That first record from Garbage was excellent. And then in like 3 years later, they put out version 2.0. Again, I really liked that record, but it did not do as well mainstream as that first record
Garbage.
did. Yeah.
Killed it with the first record. Second record, meh.
They kind of and I love Garbage, but they never got back to that debut at all.
Well, what do they say? I mean, as somebody who's written records, like myself, many records, and sold so many, it's your whole life to write that first record.
Sure.
Right? And then the second record is either on the road or
Has a lot of pressure.
Stand-up's the same way. Like, somebody will have a banger first hour, and then the pressure to, like, go out on the road and put out a second hour 8 months later, and everyone's like, the second, third special wasn't good. I'm like, they have to churn them out now. They had 15 years to pick all their best jokes for that first. So I'm sure it's the same with music, right?
All right,
Speaking of, I would say, and I hate to cast dispersions on them because they're in town this week, but after Appetite for Destruction, when Guns N' Roses put out Lies,
that was on my list too.
Other than Patience, pretty butt.
I mean, there was
Used to Love Her was a good song, but it was like the acoustic songs were okay.
I mean, coming off Appetite for Destruction, I mean, jeez.
It's not a terrible album. It's just like it could not. Appetite for Destruction cast a long shadow, and then they put that album out like 8 months later.
And it was like, remember the song "One in a Million," which was controversial, and that was butt really, coming off
compared
to
Appetite, it was straight butt.
Scott,
I think Weezer. You know, they had the Blue Album.
But Pinkerton, people love Pinkerton.
No, they do love it, but remember at first it did not do anything. It didn't hit like the
because it wasn't like the Blue Album.
Yeah. But that was their first album was insane. Like they had so many singles, and then they did the second album, and it. Like,
My Name Is Jonas, I think, was the only.
That was the first album.
Was My Name Is Jonas' first record?
That was Blue Album.
So what was the second?
Wasn't the first album Pinkerton that came out before the Blue Album?
Pinkerton was the second record.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So the Blue Album was the first.
What was that? What was that song from Weezer? Ah, damn those half Japanese girls. What is the name of that song? Because that was the single.
God damn those half Japanese girls. I think that's from Pinkerton.
Yes, but what was the name of that song?
Let me find out.
Yes. Give me one.
I just remember the last song is really good on that.
This hits a little close to home.
What do you mean?
I don't know what I mean. I will say there's a couple things, and I will blame it on my teenage years.
Remember, bands with the biggest second album fall off.
El Scorcho.
El Scorcho, that's it. Thank you.
Sorry.
So there are a couple records that when they came out, I did not understand them, and was like, oh, this doesn't sound exactly like the last one. I'm out. One was Nirvana's In Utero. Not that I was a big Nirvana fan, but Nevermind had such a sheen to it, such a
I saw that online a lot.
And the more, the
comments.
And the more that I look back and listen back, I'm like, damn, this record is so cool, and I love its harsh sound. I love how it sounds. I just didn't understand it.
It's way different than Nevermind.
And I would say the '90s band and the '90s record that was set up to lose more than anything else was Bush's second record.
Oh yeah,
because 16 Stone had six. Dude, it had 6 singles, 6 incredible, banging, amazing singles from "Come Down" to "Glycerin."
Suitcase butt.
I don't know. I never heard
Pretty
it.
Fly, Swallowed.
That's some good
and then
songs
they did
on
the
Machine Head.
Mouth.
Yeah, but Swallowed
right,
came out, and I was
B-side.
like, this sucks compared to...
Machine Head was on that,
Yeah,
right?
I got
No,
a Machine
16
Head.
No,
Stones.
Machine Head was 16 Stone.
Oh, I'm not listening to you anymore.
Yeah, Come Down, Machine
Every
Head,
Bush song you love
Glycerine,
is on the same
Alien.
record. That's what I mean. Like that's
It was a great record.
All right, I'll give.
Hootie and the Blowfish, second one.
That
too.
was on my list.
I was like,
do you even remember the name of the second record?
Everyone was handing that out because no one wanted it.
It was called Fairweather Johnson.
Oh gosh.
So Cracked Rear View, which was Hootie and the Blowfish's first record, sold 21 million records. And then Fairweather Johnson came out and sold 21 records, period.
As somebody who has been through it, a sophomore record it's the hardest one to do, period. If you have any success, which I did, with my first major label debut. Look, if you have any success, you have pressure from everyone, the label, the fans, these people, and at the same time, you're still trying to be an artist, so you have so much pressure on yourself that no matter where the pressure leans the hardest, you're kind of bound to lose. So the people that have a second record that's better than the first, that's even big, if the first record is big, typically it's because they somewhat reinvented themselves and almost jumped over to pop or jumped over to a slightly different subgenre.
That's what No Doubt did for sure. Like
No
third
Doubt,
record was
Fall
Tragic
Out
Kingdom.
Boy, like all these other people that like have sophomore records that did better than the first. It's because they went after a different audience.
All right, here's a couple other bands that kind of had the sophomore slump. Boston, banger first record. Second one, even Tom Scholz from Boston famously hates.
What?
The Darkness, Permission to Land, second record, One Way Ticket to Hell and Back. Not as good.
So super good record.
Yeah.
Just tanked commercially.
The Strokes, Is This It, back in 2001, banger of a record. Second record, Room on Fire, sucked. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, multi-platinum, cultural juggernaut. Do you remember what his second record was? Dead Ringer. Nobody knows what that was.
Van Halen on that list?
No.
Because it should be.
What was their second record?
Van Halen 2, right? So I'm looking at this. Running with the Devil, Eruption came from number 1.
Yeah.
And then number 2, we had Dance the Night Away. But that really wasn't.
Yeah.
That really wasn't it.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's fine.
Sometimes
I could do with never hearing that song again. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Sometimes a band has to almost just double down. If you want to stay in the same genre, you have to double down on the first record and make it just sound like a bigger, slicker version of the first record. And i.e., Linkin Park and a couple other, that had singles on it, but it was almost just a continuation and an improvement on Hybrid Theory, which was near perfect anyway.
Vanilla Ice to the Extreme.
He had a second record?
Called Mind Blowing.
What?
Yeah. Vanilla Ice, 1990 to the Extreme. Spent 16 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart.
But also set up to fail.
Second record, Mind Blowing, 94. Nope. That's when he had dreadlocks. He had dreadlocks, and he tried to be a hardcore rapper. Nope.
That's amazing.
Set up to fail.
Also, Andrew WK is one of those that his first album hit like crazy, and then the second one, The Wolf.
The Wolf. Yeah, I remember when he was promoting that.
Yeah.
What about, you were talking about pop acts and different things. Didn't Lizzo's record just absolutely...
Was that her second record?
Get flushed?
I thought that was her best work yet.
Nobody heard it.
Huh?
Remember, she even came out and said how devastated she was.
Was that her second record?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do I know?
I know whatever the last thing she put out was not well received.
A lot of people saying U2 October. I'm not a fan. You are. Do you feel like that's valid?
So the second record was October? It was called October?
October 1981 after Boy, their debut album. I am not a U2 fan. I can't comment on it, but I'm curious if you think that.
What was on October?
I don't know. To be honest, I was so late. Remember, I was late to the game. I didn't get into U2 until like 2010, or maybe a little bit earlier. But yeah, I was late to the game, so it was all one big 80s wash to me. I really don't know which one was first.
U2's October.
Boy is awesome, though.
Gloria was on October.
Ooh,
but how big
Brett
was
sing
Boy
that?
in the moment? Because I don't know.
1981. When they went on tour, I guess they toured the hell out of their first record and then had to quickly write a second record. And
it's really hard.
It's hard.
It's really hard.
It's hard. All right, something to think about. All right, let's do this. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And we begin with this. Geddy Lee says he had a pretty strange encounter that made him wonder if the late drummer and friend Neil Peart was still hanging around him. So, after the opening night of Rush's 50-something tour in L.A., Geddy Lee spotted a bird outside of his hotel room that looked just like the bird featured on the tour poster. And the bird flew into his room, landed on his bed, looked directly at him, and then flew away, only to come back and stick its head through the doorway one more time. So Geddy Lee is saying this is a spirit visit. It is a crazy experience, but fans are loving it. They said it's connected to Neil's first album with Rush, Fly By Night. And I know that, as they're on tour, Alex Lifeson, Geddy Lee, they're probably thinking of Neil every day, like multiple times a day.
There's something there's something with a bird, right?
Yeah, the owl
So the owl specifically is
what they're thinking this is in congruence to.
But I thought there's something with birds in particular.
Oh, like as a spirit visit?
As a spirit visit.
Yeah, like you hear about that. Like people say cardinals.
Yeah, and we have a cardinal that comes to our deck all the time. And
It's possibly your pop.
Honestly.
Yeah, and that's lovely. That's beautiful to think about.
We have one. I don't know if it's the same one. It's a cardinal that comes and sits on my deck.
Yeah.
In the morning and.
A lot of people think that, and I think that's awesome. Now, if you do miss Neil Peart, there's a documentary, No One's Disciple, that's premiering September 23rd, featuring Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, Danny Carey, Chad Smith. A ton of people are going to be a part of this, celebrating the life of Neil Peart. So be on the lookout for No One's Disciple. I'm going to be seeing Josh Homme and Queens of the Stone Age this weekend with Foo Fighters, and I guess they were just in Detroit this past weekend. And Josh Homme has had enough with venues telling its fans what they can and cannot do. And Josh Homme looks cool as hell, smoking a cigarette up there, playing guitar. And
I watched a video of them in Chicago over the weekend.
He looks so cool.
He looks cool as hell.
He does. I'm like, oh my God, he's so cool.
The older that dude gets, the cooler
the better he looks. I said the same thing. He gets. Well, he apparently came out and he told everybody in Detroit, screw this venue. Jacking up the prices for tickets, telling you can't do this, you can't do this. If you want to smoke, go ahead. He lit up a cigarette and allegedly had to pay a $10,000 fine.
I'm sure the venue appreciated it.
I'm sure
go
they
ahead.
Did.
Go ahead, smoke if you want it.
Right. Terrible.
They love that. I'm sure they love that. He does look cool, though.
He does look pretty cool.
You know what's funny? I was watching this video yesterday, and they were opening up their set. They were outside in Chicago somewhere. And he's got slick back hair, and he's got, like, these cool sunglasses on. I'm like, and he's got a gray beard.
Yeah.
I go, man. Can I pull off that look?
Yes, try it.
Mind?
Just put a guitar on, man.
What are you, out of your mind?
Kick a couple photographers.
You are half a troll.
Well, and he beat cancer. He had cancer not too long ago and beat that. And he's up there just looking badass and
They never said what kind of cancer he had.
Yeah, I know. We don't know much about it.
I don't know much about it.
Josh, you're Josh Homely.
Yeah, that's it.
Christina Ricci is getting attention for a very blunt comment on Hillary Duff's teenage relationship with Good Charlotte singer Joel Madden, one of the twins. I
read about this. It is interesting.
It is. So Hillary Duff and Joel Madden, I forgot that they dated. They dated between 2004 and 2006. Now, at the time, Hillary Duff was just 16 years old. Joel Madden was 25.
Ooh.
So
maybe that would fall under the category of creepy.
Yes. So we got a 9-year age difference there. After Duff recently performed with Joel Madden and his brother Benji at the Madison Square Garden, someone on social media criticized the relationship as inappropriate, and then Christina Ricci responded simply, yeah, seriously, WTF.
All right, so 25 with a 16-year-old. Yes.
Yeah.
Very creepy and inappropriate.
Yeah. Well, but it's funny. It's like, this is one of those things where over 18, people can be 9 years apart. You don't even think anything of it, right? Like my parents are 9 years apart. Like my mom was 26. My dad was 9 years older than her. Same thing with my stepdad. Like my stepdad's 9 years older than my mom.
Yeah,
so,
well, you get to a certain age, it doesn't matter.
And it's fine. But yeah, when you're 16.
When you're 16, dating a 25-year-old.
And I've talked about this before on the show. I was like 17 dating a guy in his 20s.
Yeah, that's also very creepy.
But I still, we didn't have sex or anything like that. It was just like a lot of making out. Very consensual. I was in love with him, He was in love with me.
Even making out is very
We went steady.
Interestingly enough, Hillary's husband, who's one of the best songwriters out there, he is behind the Madden brothers playing with Good Charlotte here and there.
Yeah.
So we were over in England. I ran into him. I was like,
so they're all fine.
Yeah, they're all friends.
Yeah.
Because I saw him. I said, hey, well, holy crap, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm just filling in, just helping out Good Charlotte.
Doesn't make it any less creepy.
Well, Hillary Duff has spoken very positively about Joel Madden over the years, and the two families are reportedly still friendly today. But Christina Ricci's comment has reignited the debate about age difference and power dynamics of that relationship. Also in Hillary Duff news, she wore an Aaron Carter shirt at her show in Philly on Sunday. They dated back in the early 2000s when they were kids, similar in age.
Power dynamics.
Christina Ricci would, if anyone's going to comment on it, I'm sure she's seen the inside of being a child star. And,
yeah.
I'm sure that she probably went through similar things when she was in Hollywood. There's like a lot of permissible things in the world of celebrity that we tend to frown upon in everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
That is definitely pedophile territory. 25 to 16?
Well,
that's
yeah.
That's a big difference.
Guys, ZZ Top is dealing with a health issue. Hate this. So Dusty Hill died in 2021. He died in his sleep, but he was 72. And they've been going on the road. That's what Dusty Hill wanted. Well, now we got to worry about Frank Beard. And of course, he's the only guy in the band with the last name Beard, but actually no beard on his face. So I guess he's behind the sudden cancellation of the band's August 5th Hollywood Bowl show. Everybody kind of thought it was Billy F. Gibbons having some issues. Looks to be Frank Beard. And he's had some health issues over the last couple of years.
He's got legs.
He does.
I heard
and he knows how to
he's
use
got
them.
legs.
He knows how to use them.
Full-blown legs, I heard.
He does.
So he's not in great shape.
He's not in great shape. They got a different drummer, Michael Monahan, Michael Mustache, who has stepped in for Beard.
Who has a beard but no mustache.
Yes.
So
Michael Mustache.
The guy they got in for Dusty Hill.
Yeah, Elwood.
He's great too.
He is. Elwood Francis is his name, and he was
the guitar tech.
He was. He's been with those guys for 30 years probably, and looks the part. He looks just
the part,
like Dusty Hill.
So they got another guy playing drums now for Frank Beard.
Michael Mustache. I feel bad.
Anybody ZZ Top fans?
Big time.
Sure, man.
Love ZZ Top.
Seen him a million times. Great show.
Never saw him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it was like magical to see them in the flesh with their fuzzy guitars.
Did they throw their guitar around?
They still did it. They had the white fuzzy guitars, and I haven't seen them with Elwood Francis. That's another one of those things. Like I saw them a handful of times. I don't need to see them without the three. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I would go and see them again.
Unfortunately, Billy Gibbons is the band. They could still carry on with just him.
Right. He's cool as hell, too.
He's cool as hell.
John
Wears a weird
Barbados.
hat.
He does.
Yeah, you guys got me on. We talked about it a few weeks ago, and you were like, "Oh, those early blues albums."
Oh, dude.
And I went to the gym and put on like the first two ZZ Top albums, and those things were rocking, dude. They were a different vibe.
Blues.
I mean, I love all their music, but like the Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers album, or whatever,
dude,
man,
great.
that song and that whole album was good, and it was like way more Roadhouse blues type.
100%.
It was cool.
Guys, Carrie Underwood joined her church in Nashville to perform the Hillsong Worships. What a beautiful name. I got a little audio of this. How cool would this be? You're sitting in church or wherever you go, and all of a sudden a star comes in and sings.
And starts singing. Okay, here we go. Carrie Underwood.
What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King.
Just hop up there.
Just hopped up there.
That's happened a half a dozen times at Family Church. I think one of Mallory's first times there.
Carrie Underwood show?
No, it was Randy Travis.
Oh, yeah, you talked about that.
Randy Travis?
Randy Travis is back. Yeah, and he'll just get up and start playing.
Chesterfield Church?
Yeah,
he and the pastor there, they've been close for
decades.
Ages.
And he would be in town visiting and just jump up and start singing. You're like, holy
cow, it's Randy Travis.
Smokes, dude.
Jesus, take the mic.
And he's got a couple gospel records that that are really
He's had a couple
good.
Strokes, right?
He's not. He's doing better now.
Yeah, he's on the road.
Is
now.
he singing?
No. But he's out there. He's performing his stuff the best he can. I guess.
He was doing.
If he's not singing, what is he performing?
He's
Pan flute.
Yeah.
No, I mean he visits a lot of people. He does a lot of different things. But he actually he was in the studio. I forget what producer. You'll have to look this up. But it was something about how they were using AI to give him kind of his voice back.
Yeah.
Like it was like one of the proper uses of AI in music. And look that up though. It was a really interesting story because he has been through so many health things that it was
I know he had a couple strokes and he was not looking great.
No, that was a wild season.
Guys, The Weeknd is backtracking on his plan to retire his stage name and go by his real name, Abel. Here he is at a show in Stockholm. He told the crowd this.
Okay, here's The Weeknd.
I'm The Weeknd again.
Oh, I taste the retirement a little bit. I don't like the way it feels. No. I said, I will be here forever with you, baby. I'll never disappear.
Well, I'm glad he cleared everything up with that.
So in case you were worried, everything's okay. He says, I can't stop.
I didn't know that's what he sounded like.
I don't either. Yeah, he sounded very Michael.
I thought
I was listening to Michael.
I thought it was Mike Tyson.
Unfortunately,
Oh my gosh! Speaking of the mics, have you guys seen that thing about getting a triple mic tattoo?
I
dare you to get a triple mic tattoo.
Is it Michael Jordan?
It's Michael Jackson. It's Michael Jackson in a Michael Jordan jersey with the Mike Tyson tattoo on his face.
Triple mic.
Triple mic.
Triple mic. That is absurd. So Kim Kardashian, unfortunately, is not a stranger to people breaking into her homes and stealing things from her. She's had some pretty scary moments. And a man was arrested after allegedly breaking into her Hidden Hills mansion, trying to take one of her vehicles. So deputies had to respond Sunday afternoon. They got reports that somebody was loading Kardashian's belongings into a vehicle and attempting to drive away.
Whoa.
And they found the suspect inside the home, arrested him on suspicion of burglary. Now, luckily, Kim and her 4 kids, they were not home at the time. They're, I guess this house is undergoing renovation, so maybe it's a little looser security than normal. But her luxury cars and personal belongings were still on the property.
Well, I forgot to tell you guys yesterday that when we went to the Louvre, they took us to the room where they stole the crown jewels and everything.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
It wasn't open. They were still doing construction when I was there.
And in fact, the tour guide was like, "This is the scene of the crime," and they showed you exactly how
they did it.
How put a cherry picker up on the side of the building. They were in construction outfits.
Yeah.
Walked in, grabbed the jewels, ran out. Still haven't found anything.
Wow.
They dropped one thing. But apparently security there at the Louvre, they're instructed not to chase. I'm like, they got the same.
Really?
They got the same rules as a
Fast
security
food.
guard at Walgreens.
Yes, that's Hardee's.
This seems a little different.
Listen, if they walk out with the Hope Diamond, just don't cause a scene.
They said that they're not allowed to chase. I go, that's dumb.
Do you think they how do you get away with that? Because obviously they try to sell it.
I asked all the questions.
What did
they
they
dismantle everything?
Oh, so they just break it apart into a million
one
different
thing
pieces.
had 90 something diamonds on it. They'll dismantle everything.
Sell them for
They
parts.
sell them for parts
That
or melt
sucks.
everything down.
Holy
And they said that
smokes.
they're most likely will never be returned.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
$80 million worth of stuff.
What's it called? The
Goodness.
Apollo exhibit? Something like that. I think it's like the Apollo room or Apollo exhibit.
It was this big grand hall.
Was it cool looking?
Yeah, it was cool looking, but they showed you exactly where the window was.
Oh,
Open
man.
up the window, walk in. There were 8 cases, smash, grab, gone.
Damn.
Dang, dude.
Well, here, this will cheer you up. Former Baywatch star Erica Eleniak. She is joining OnlyFans at the age of 56, guys, and apparently she knows exactly what her fans want.
So you know who she is? She is from the first Under Siege movie. Remember Miss July, 1985.
Yep. Out the cake.
Out
into
the cake.
Our hearts forever.
That's right. That's her.
She's going to have personal photos, beach content, plenty of foot pictures. Fans have been requesting that.
Oh, yes,
so
foot pictures.
You want it, you got it. So go ahead and get your subscription now. Congratulations to St. Louis's own John Hamm. So as somebody who said that, he was never really interested in marriage or fatherhood, he got married. He got married to a lovely lady named Anna, and then they are expecting their first
Is she a
child.
commoner?
What?
She's an actress.
Oh.
Yeah, lesser known, I would say. But they met while filming Mad Men back in 2015, and they started dating in 2020, got married in 2023 at the same Big Sur location where they first met. So congratulations to our guy, John Hamm. Matthew Lillard, we love him on this show. Things got a little awkward at the Scream 30th anniversary panel when actor Matthew Lillard was confronted by a fan over an interaction from years ago. So the man accused Matthew Lillard of dismissing his Scream fan theory and said the encounter caused him to lose him as a fan. Lillard responded sarcastically before shutting down the exchange with, "It does not matter. Next question."
Okay, so this guy, I watched this whole video.
Yeah.
And he's very nerdy.
So it's this nerdy guy at a Scream convention. Matthew Lillard, I guess, he posited this weird theory about Drew Barrymore's character.
Yes.
And Matthew Lillard goes, "What are you smoking?" And I guess that offended this man so much that he waited until the next opportunity to see Matthew Lillard.
And bring it up
tell him.
again.
To bring it up in public on a microphone during a Q&A.
Well, the audience reportedly booed the fan while social media users came to Matthew Lillard's defense. The panel celebrated 30 years of the original Scream.
Leave Matthew Lillard alone.
Yes,
Not-
it's fantastic.
Not 100% sure he handled it super great in that room. Did you? You saw the video?
Yeah.
He dismissed the guy again, and you're like, clearly this guy has some
Double dismissal.
off the rocker issues, perhaps.
Double dismissal. Savage.
Not that you got to play to everybody's.
Yeah, but what he said to the guy in the
Surprised
first
you're
place,
not a bigger fan of the pettiness of this guy to hang on to this for this long.
I do appreciate that. And I could, two things could be the same.
I'm just
True,
surprised
at
you
the
didn't
same
defend him a
time.
little. This feels like a Rizzuto win-win. The guy was petty enough to hang on to this for 25 years, come back, and then also got double dismissed by Matthew Lillard, which you also
Which I
would enjoy.
also appreciate.
So for me, I feel like for you, this was like
The trifecta.
It's just a pinnacle moment for you.
It was a great story.
Yeah, feel good story of the year.
Guys, Hollywood's biggest money-making directors have generated billions of dollars at the box office. But who is number one? I got like the top earners. And you could probably guess, right?
Who is the highest as far as their films grossing.
Yeah.
The biggest directors of
Like,
all
let me
time.
tell you who was an honorable on this list that you might bring up. So, Robert Zemeckis, he was on this list.
Back
Jon
to the Future.
Favreau, Ron Howard, James Wan, Sam Raimi. They kind of were like notable names, but they were not in the top.
Like somebody like Roland Emmerich, who like did Independence Day. Like he's not number one.
Right. Like
It's got to be
James Cameron.
Jim Cameron.
Jim Cameron.
James Cameron is second with $9.8 billion generated.
What
powered by
director made
Titanic,
more than him?
Is
2
Nolan-
Avatar movies.
Is Nolan in there? Top 3?
Nolan is in the top 10. Peter Jackson, Michael Bay, David Yates, Tim Burton, Ridley Scott. They were like back 10. But as far as like the top 3 go.
Let him guess.
Brooke.
Let him guess.
Yeah. Who's the top 3? So you got James Cameron at number 2.
Steven Spielberg.
He is number 1. Guess how much money Steven Spielberg has brought in, you guys?
11 billion.
Very close, Moon. $10.7 billion.
Jeez,
Thanks to
not
Jurassic
bad.
Park,
That's
E.T.
that's some
I like
great
movies.
Now, the Russo brothers are third. They brought in $6.8 billion thanks to Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, all those Marvel movies.
So yeah, that's pretty excellent. But I have a different list too.
Okay.
So sequels. We were talking about second records and how maybe they didn't hold up to the first. Let's talk about sequels in movies because I have the best sequels of all time.
Dude, Terminator 2.
Terminator
That's
2
gotta
is
be number 1.
number 5.
Number 5.
Yes.
Aliens.
Aliens
Titanic
is number 4. No Titanic 2.
Back to the Future 2.
Back to the Future 2. Unfortunately, not in the top 10.
I like that one better than 1.
I do too.
Back to the Future 2? No?
I mean, I love it, but it did not get that kind of rating.
Ghostbusters 2, maybe?
Ghostbusters.
I like Ghostbusters
is
too, but again,
not in the
that's
top 10.
not-
Rocky 2.
Oh, Rocky 2, yes.
No Rocky
A lot of people
2.
like that he, spoiler alert, wins in the second one.
What?
Shoot.
Maverick?
Some of these you're not going to get. Before
Spot-
Sunset,
What the hell
I
is
don't know
Oh,
that?
how
Top
well
Gun
that
Maverick.
is
That's
number
good.
9.
That's a good one. Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick, no.
Rambo 2.
No.
Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
No. Number 8 on this list is Evil Dead 2.
Can you give us
yes.
years?
Great.
Do you
I
have
wouldn't have
years?
got that.
Real
I do have years.
departure from the original.
So number 10 on this list is from 2002. This is a book that was turned into a
Hunger
set,
Games?
in that
Harry
realm.
Potter.
No.
Oh,
Keep going.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Yeah,
that is
Two
number
Towers
10.
is incredible.
Number 7 on this list came out in 1982. This was based on a TV show that went into the movies. It was science-y, spacey.
Empire Strikes Back.
Star Trek.
No,
Wrath
but that's
of Khan.
number 2. Good, Rafe.
Oh, good call.
Star
Yes.
Trek 2.
Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan is number 7. Rafe got number 2 at Star Wars 2, Episode 5, The
Oh,
Empire
yeah,
Strikes
okay,
Back.
yeah.
So you're missing number 6, 3, and 1. Number 6 came out in 2008. We were just talking about
Captain
this movie.
America?
Nope. This is
We're
a
just
Christopher
talking
Nolan
about it?
film. Some
Oh,
say it's the
Batman
best.
2, Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight is number 6. Number 3 is Paddington 2. It's a
Yeah.
kids movie.
It's good,
But
though.
number 1 is one close to your heart, I'm sure, from
Me?
1974.
Godfather
The
2.
Godfather Part 2.
Oh, yeah.
And that is your crap.
Oh, celebrities that are celebrating their birthday on this fine day. We begin with Chris Hemsworth. He's also known as Thor in the MCU. He's 43 today. Will Friedle, that is Eric Matthews on Boy Meets World, also in Girl Meets World. Also Ron Stoppable in Kim Possible, and a couple other TV series. He's 50. Anna Gunn, you guys know who that is?
Oh, yeah, that's Skylar from.
That is Walter White's wife,
Oh man,
Skylar.
that
She's
woman
great.
got a lot of heat for
She
that
got so
role.
much heat at first, and then you realize, wow,
She's excellent.
She is perfect at this. Anna Gunn is 58.
She became the villain of that show.
Well, that's because you were rooting for the bad
'Cause
guy.
you were rooting for the bad guy.
And she was like, this sucks. Anna Gunn is 58. Joe
Let
Rogan.
Walter cook.
Joe Rogan is 59. Viola Davis is 61. Joe Jackson, the singer who did Steppin' Out, not the guy who turned Michael Jackson into who he was. He's 72. John Conley, some country singer. I don't remember him, but he has like 12 hits. And apparently, these days, he don't do music. He runs a farm in Nashville.
That dude
You know
rules.
John Connolly?
Yeah, brother. Rose-colored glasses, Chevy van, Common Man. Look him up. This guy rules.
Okay.
He's 80.
Friday Night Blues, one of his best songs.
He's 80. And Ian McDermott, McDermott.
Ian?
He's the Emperor, Darth Sidious.
Oh, yes,
Supreme
yes,
Chancellor
yes.
Palpatine in the Star Wars movies. He is 82 years old today.
All right, today's porno birthday is Julie Silver, and today's birthday girl's been in 356 fine films, including Anything for Money, The Apprentice 9, Big Butt Attack 2, Big Toys No Boys 4, Learn's Favorite, Gooey Buns 7,
It's great.
and you don't even need to see 1 through 6. You
No,
can
you'll
just jump
pick
right
it
in.
up.
That was number 11 on the sequels list.
Gooey Buns, too. She was in Sex in Front of the Assembly and Who Can Figure a Role? In 2008's I Love My Gynecologist, Part 10.
Oh, I'm happy for you.
Julie Silver is 45 years old. It's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. Guests are here?
The guests are here.
Oh, we're going to talk to Emily and Nathan next. Some of the stars of Double Lives of Suburban Wives. Welcome back to the program. All right, there's a brand new series on TLC. It's called Double Lives of Suburban Wives. First episode came out on Sunday. Pulling back the curtain on 6 St. Louis area women balancing soccer practice and suburban life and wild success in the digital adult content space. So joining us in studio, 2 of the stars of the show. Emily, who turned your content platform into a rock-solid business and overcoming real-life financial hurdles, and her husband, Nathan. Good morning, guys. Yeah, you don't get as good of an intro. Yeah, who's also here? Nathan is also here. Nathan actually reached out, and we've been chatting, and I'm glad you guys came up. The show has been received very well. And how's it been for you guys since the show premiered on Sunday?
It's been good. It's been exciting, a whirlwind, definitely. We're taking it little by little.
Right. So, Nathan, you work at a drugstore out in Troy, right?
I do.
Okay, and you are Emily's manager as well.
Ha!
No?
Not quite.
Not at all. No, that was just something to say.
It's a one-woman show.
I thought this was reality programming.
He thought he was being funny.
Yeah, she's in charge of it all. She doesn't really allow me to do a whole lot. She's just too creative, and I'm going left, she's going right, so she's in charge.
All right, so how long is it OnlyFans? You're on OnlyFans?
Amongst many others, but yes.
So what are the sites you're on? OnlyFans and
OnlyFans, Fansly, Fansview. Oh goodness.
Redheads.com.
Yeah, all the things.
Mini vids,
clips for sale. I'm on about
website.
I'm on about 21 different platforms.
Dang.
So we have our own website to kind of bundle them all together at therealemily34.com.
So the show dives into how you built this kind of niche platform after facing financial instability. So what were you doing before you got into the adult content stuff?
So at one point I was a pharmacy technician, and then we were kind of just high-fiving each other as we worked opposite shifts, so we didn't have to pay for daycare.
Right, so you worked at the same place.
Yes, kind of. So then we also had a woodworking business, which was obviously 2 full-time jobs for him. And I did work on the wood, but...
All right, I'm sorry. Rafe's head is about to explode.
Just got rebooted. There's so many jokes in my head right now that I just fully went into reboot mode.
That's Rafe's head.
I needed something that I could do more of so he could do less of.
Right.
So then that became...
Have you incorporated the bandsaw into any of your videos? Is what I
Not
will
yet.
you?
Not yet.
How much?
So then you're like, okay, we need to do something to supplement income, or maybe so you could stay home.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So then, something to take a little off of his plate and more onto my plate. So then we did, the adult content, and it's been 4 years now.
Whose idea was it?
This guy's.
How do you bring that up? Let me ask you that question. How do you bring that up?
My wife has a very nice bottom side.
Okay.
Along with everything else. And there is a website, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say it.
Well, I mean, if
whisper it in my ear.
Is it write it down?
Write it down for Rafe.
Write it down for Rafe.
I think you're probably okay.
He's the last guy to be asking.
Yeah, that's why I had her ask me.
I got approval. And I always told her, I said, you could be on Ass Parade.
Oh, okay. Ass Parade.
And that was like
I know some of the rules.
That was a running joke for years.
What is Ass Parade? Is it just tushies?
It's a parade of ass.
Yeah. It's very nice.
Yeah.
So it's just tushies, huh?
It's Mardi Gras for people that like yabata.
It's my
spits out
Thanksgiving
chocolate
Day
candy.
Macy's.
Oh, stop it, Scott.
So I mentioned that to her, and she was.
I
It was
could
a
never.
joke. Yeah.
I could never do it.
But we were struggling financially, so we were looking for like $150 to $300 a month more for groceries.
Sure.
And to give us a little bit more free time. So nothing major. And I had an employee, Heather, and she kept mentioning, just in passing or joking, she said that she was going to start it. She was going to quit and go do this.
I'm going to Aspirate full time.
Well, not Aspirate. it was OnlyFans. Okay. And I didn't know what it was. I heard of it, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Mm-hmm. So I started doing some research. And then I had COVID one time, and I was in quarantine. I thought, well, why not look up that? And so I mentioned it to my wife.
Okay, so that's a step up from Aspirate.
Yes.
Well, then I must have long COVID because I've been on there quite a bit.
And we started it, and it was a little bit of a slow takeoff.
Emily? What was the first thing you posted up on OnlyFans?
I thought I could maybe get away with just one picture. Mm-hmm. One picture a day, no face.
So just body, nude body shot?
I don't think it was even nude.
Oh. Just a sexy photo of you
Yes.
in lingerie or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was important to show, the real body, hence the name, the real Emily 34, the stretch marks, the cellulite, all the stuff. And one picture wasn't enough. You have to keep up with everything.
Right, so you post the first picture, and then nothing happens. Did you get any views? Did people?
You do. You get some views, but it's not enough. It's not enough that you would get
and make any money off it.
Right. So you just have to keep posting, and then you get your first subscriber, and he happened to be what they call him a whale, and hundreds of thousands of dollars eventually from that one person.
Holy cow!
Wow!
So we got really lucky with that.
So you got it. So you bagged yourself a whale, and this is after how long of posting pictures?
Oh, I think maybe a week.
Holy cow.
My gosh, what a struggle! 6 days.
Started at the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah.
We can get all the groceries now.
Damn!
Holy smokes, that's awesome.
You guys were clipping coupons on Monday,
and by Friday,
and on Friday you're like, "Well,
I thought
you get a Maserati?"
I thought you were going to say 3 or 4 years.
No,
that was just one person.
And
that's not sustainable.
Right,
you have to
but even
promote.
still, you're like, oh my God, we got this.
Oh goodness, yeah.
We got this guy that is very interested.
Well, and honestly, if that was all that happened, if you shut your account down day 7, it's a pretty big win, in my opinion.
Yep. He bought, all of our cameras, our lighting, lingerie, everything.
And you do all the stuff at your house, right?
Of course, yep. In our living room, our bedroom, our kitchen, there's no setup. It's like real life, who we are.
Right.
You see what you get.
And, listen, society often shames, moms for, owning their sexuality or making money off it.
Of course.
But for you, this is business. This is a strictly business thing.
Absolutely, yep.
So how did you push past the noise and the mindset shift into being a, entrepreneur with this thing?
For us, I think it was important. A lot of women do this. I think a huge portion of them are mothers, and I think they feel bad about themselves or try to hide it and feel guilty because of the stigma that's around it, which is one of the reasons why we wanted to do the show. I don't think that it should be looked at that way. I think, something needs to change as far as the way we look at adult content. A huge portion of people look at adult content, so why should I be frowned upon for making it for those people? I'm just bringing joy to the
and
world.
providing for your family.
Yeah.
And Nathan, how do you feel like your wife is the breadwinner?
Oh, I love it.
I would too. Man.
She barbecues too. People make fun of me because I don't barbecue.
Oh, you barbecue too?
She's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm smoking stuff on there. I do all kinds of stuff on my pages.
Yeah, I'd subscribe to that.
I was going to say, that's
Yeah, you make a
another
pork
branch.
steak.
If you make a pork steak, send me the link.
Phenomenal cook.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about the trad wife myth, failing families when economic times get tough. So you are the financial anchor, taking control of your household's destiny, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So how did the show? Did you approach the show? Did the show approach you? How did you get involved with TLC?
They approached us, and the deciding factor to do the show was not a problem. I have a pretty large social media presence anyway, so people were finding out. Our children's friends were already finding out, so it wasn't like
shock.
Should we do this?
Yeah.
You know, we're like full throttle. Let's get it going.
How did you handle that with your kids? Like, if you don't want to talk about your kids, I'm totally fine with that. But like, how do you explain what you're famous for to your kids?
Yeah. So we just explained, you know, nobody's getting hurt. Everyone's safe. Mom's at home. She's happy with what she's doing. You know, we incorporated, Mom does a lot of body positivity. Mom's, you know, building women up, you know, so yeah, Mom does these other things, but, you know, everyone's happy and healthy, and we love you just as much as we did before, and they're fully on board.
Okay.
They're like, yeah, you make that money. So,
And even with other parents, as far as, you know, your kids' friends go, nobody's got an issue?
we've had no negativity whatsoever.
Have you found out
since-
any of their friends' dads subscribe? Have you seen any of that stuff?
One or two. One or two friends,
Wow.
yeah.
Was one of them the whale?
Kevin?
His wife's like talking to you at a PTA meeting, like, there's just money missing from the accounts, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. We don't know what Kevin's doing. And you're like, me neither.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
You like have a mink coat on. You're like, me neither. Because I don't know, can I ask radio friendly, like what kind of content are you making?
So we do all the regular stuff, all the stuff you would assume someone like me does. But we also do more kink geared, fetish geared, like monster toys.
Is a lot of solo? Is it just you two? Is there other
It's
people
all
involved?
solo or me and him. We have not involved anyone else yet. So I think that says something too. You know, we do so well, and we haven't been with anyone else on our pages.
And there are 5 other couples on the show, right?
Correct.
And everybody's from the same area. Like we've had Brianna on the show before when she was going through her, you know, being fired for being a teacher thing. So everybody's from the same area?
Yeah, like the St. Louis-ish area, like within an hour of each other, hour and a half of each other.
Yeah, everyone seems to be real offended. They said St. Louis, and since we don't live in St. Louis, it's been a big, you know, lots of comments.
Yeah, that is true. That is true because when they say St. Louis, it's a pretty wide brush.
Yeah.
It's a St. Louis metro area.
There's no pleasing these people. They were mad DTF St. Louis wasn't filmed here, and now they're mad that you guys are claiming St. Louis.
Yeah,
so.
Right.
So, but yeah, 5 of us are within, I'd say, an hour of each other.
Yeah.
There's one that is, you know, a lot further, but
Did you guys know the other couples before the show?
We had knew of them. We had met a few of them a couple of times, but that was really the extent of it.
and how we got offered this or brought to our attention was from one of the couples.
Right.
You know, they reached out to me and asked if we'd be interested because someone reached out to them, and then that's how the conversation started.
That's
Right.
super cool. So how does it? I mean, when they start talking to you about it, I mean, obviously maybe it's not too early to start talking about season 2. How does it work when you're discussing that or negotiating that or something? Do they even bring up like, hey, if there's a season 2, it's a bump in pay, so like this is an incentive for you to kill it? You know what I mean? Like how are they discussing that with you, if you can say?
We would love a season 2. I know while we were filming, they were like, okay, guys, let's give it all you got. If you want a season 2, you know,
Right.
let's, you
Oh,
know.
they'd hang that carrot out there.
But, you know, I was all for it. I'm made for the camera. I feel like, you know, I was like, yeah, whatever I got to do, let's do it.
We had no idea this was being filmed here either.
Yeah.
Usually we get wind of something's going on.
Yeah, we catch if there's cameras in the area, we catch.
We usually
secrets.
catch wind, but until we saw the trailer for the first time on social media, we had no idea this was being done.
Obviously, moms are very sneaky.
Yeah, so you guys were filming this all over town, all over the area, and I mean going to restaurants, going to wherever with the
Yeah,
cameras following
nail
you.
salon, all kinds of places.
So
When they're filming that and all that, do they when they close places down or they say, "Hey, we're coming in and filming it"? Do they have a working title to throw people off? Like, was there a fake name for the show? No, nothing.
Not that
They
I
just
knew
said,
of. I think they
didn't
just
give
said
them
we're
any
filming.
information.
Yeah.
Wow, just nothing. We're filming something, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So what's crazy about your guys' situation is, you guys are from a small town, and maybe people in the town knew what was going on with you guys, but now this is TLC is a big channel.
Yes.
Are you thinking there's going to be any real life pushback or awkward encounters coming up for you guys, or have there been any real life pushback or awkward encounters for you guys?
No, there hasn't been.
Would you like me to go get Iggy from TMA and bring him in here and have one?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
He knew that the cameras were rolling. He probably knew everything was getting filmed as it began.
Yeah, have you met one of your subscribers out and about?
No, but people do message me afterwards. They're like, "Hey, were you, so and so?" I'm like, "I was." You can always, come up and
see you
say
at Target.
hi. Yeah, we frequent reptile shows actually.
You weren't supposed to bring that up.
Oh, you're a reptile.
Yeah, dude. I've been to
What's your
plenty of
favorite?
those.
Moon's been to plenty
I was
of
just going
reptile
to say,
shows.
you look familiar. We met before.
Hey, did you seem like a snake guy?
Over by the
I have a
tarantulas?
Awesome snake collection. Nathan Hess Retex.
Heck yeah, dude.
The wood, the snakes.
Yeah.
Yep,
I build
that's all
custom
in the
clothing
show.
for
Collector.
snakes.
We
Yeah.
got saws. We've got snakes. My wife is hot.
Yep. So, we've had no negative backlash. People have actually reached out that we haven't talked to in years, saying, "Yeah, we're so proud of you. Get that money." Everyone's like, "Get that money, get that money."
Has this spiced things up for you guys personally? Like no cameras, just your sex life, your connectiveness. Like what has this done to your relationship?
What's really funny is prior to doing the spicy content, our sex life was great. We were I feel like we were kind of blissfully unaware, know.
Yeah.
It was lights off, under the covers, don't look at me, don't talk to me, just let's do it.
Vanilla.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so. And so the spicy content kind of led to
Now you guys are swinging from the
ton
chandelier.
more.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, better. I don't know that I would say better, but definitely different, more intimate. We're much more open with
Man,
each other.
I'd be worried about showing my dong on camera, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why you don't do it.
I know. Well, there's a lot of penis shaming out there, and I'm.
Yeah, how do you deal with that?
There's a lot of penis
people
shaming,
come
and
for
I.
you, Nathan, or like what?
The biggest thing for anyone that does this is you cannot care.
Yeah.
Just do not care. Say what you want. Move on. I don't care. And that's what we're instilling in our kids.
That's good.
Sounds like a guy with a big dong. I mean,
That is not true.
He's not getting any.
That sounds like something a big dong man would say.
Internet standard size.
Doesn't, if you're holding a rip saw, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
He just has a saw in his hand in every single video.
It's like Tim the Toolman Taylor. Like no big deal.
Well, earlier you
It's
said,
tool time.
Well, when I asked earlier, you said we haven't involved anyone else yet. There was
Yeah.
a yet in there.
Yeah.
Have your views on monogamy changed since you started making this kind of content, or do you guys still feel like traditional in that way?
I would say we are monogamous, but we are also open to involving other couples in the content. But we don't need it. We do very well without it. But the people ask for it, so
And that's the right thing to say for season 2, baby.
Season 2?
You hear that? TLC?
What's your relationship with the other couples? I mean, are you guys friendly? How you navigating that?
I think on the show at the very end they were showing like clips for future episodes, and one of them showed Tammy saying this is a very selective friend group, and that is very, very true. It was very difficult to navigate the waters with those girls. I tried my very best, and it didn't work out the way that we had hoped. Some of the girls more than others. So I would not say that we are the best of friends, but I also don't want to talk negatively or give anything away.
Well, and also
Save
you're
that for
going
the
through this
reunion chat.
experience. This is such a unique experience that all of you are going through that like not everybody goes through.
Right.
So you're bonded through that no matter what. You know
Right.
what I mean?
And we also do very different content and very different styles.
Yeah.
So there is a relate point, like you were just saying, but there's very many differences between me and the other girls.
Well, can I
as
ask
well.
this? So if you're going through this, so my wife and daughter are obsessed with this Secret Lives of Mormon Wives thing, and the drama in there. You can tell it's real, you can tell it's this, but also at the same time, behind the scenes, there's 50 producers that are working to make sure that the drama plays well, and this person has an issue, and we got to do this. Do you feel like maybe some of the closed nature of that group may have been
Manufactured?
well, no, I don't even manufacture. Just maybe like exacerbated or like sort of pumped up because of the filming of the show? And I'm not saying people were manipulating you all behind the scenes, but do you feel like some of that might have been because of the show?
You know, the very first incident that something happened with one of the other girls, we did think that maybe that was happening because I was caught so off guard. But then the producers were like, oh my gosh, are you okay? I can't believe that just happened.
You should talk about it on camera.
Is this gonna be? Well, I know you guys.
Do you need to cry?
You guys are not really featured in the first episode. I mean, you're on there,
Right.
but your real kind of coming out is later on in the season.
Yeah, because all those other girls have lots of drama. They're all scared about this or that or getting found out or, you know, all those things.
Oh, right.
And we're not like that. We're like the show's ray of sunshine. You know, we're just out and about doing our thing. So the drama between the friend group kind of comes a little bit later, which involves myself.
Is any of it ego-driven, do you feel like, about who has the most subscribers or who's this or who's made the most money? Or is it more about the drama of, like, we are trying to keep this secret, or we've gone through some sort of struggle you haven't? Like, where do you feel like the drama's coming from? Like, what's the source?
I definitely think both of those things that you just said. They are dealing with struggles that I'm not, so I cannot relate. But also I do think that there is, what's the word? I guess what you were just saying, some
Like ego-driven things.
yeah.
They don't want someone from outside coming in.
I see.
You know, there's a couple of them that are riding the tail waves of the more successful girls, and that it's intimidating when someone else comes in. Now are they going to take that spot? And the thing is, she never wanted the spot.
I can understand that. I mean, it's
wanted to talk to someone, be a friend.
It's almost kind of a new world, and it's this like local competition
100%,
or something. And I can understand that being. I mean, this is kind of a new world with all this.
And you know what? And I do want to bring this up before you guys, bounce out of here. You know, viewers on social media are kind of split on this. Some people find it empowering. You know, others are seeing this as shocking. What do you hope people sitting on their couches watching TLC actually learn about women like you, about families like you by the end of season 1? And a lot of it is, what if your kids find out? Well, their kids know. What if they get old? What if they're old enough and they go, Mom and Dad, I don't want you doing this anymore? How would you deal with that?
I mean, like I said, our kids know. They know everything that we do. So I don't think that would necessarily be something that would come up for us. I hope that people get from the show that we shouldn't be treated any different than anyone else. The reason the kids are on the show are to, show America that we are regular moms and we are very good mothers and we are very good wives and we eat dinner together. We do all the same stuff that everybody else does. And, we're just like anyone else. And people shouldn't feel ashamed that they're making spicy content to, produce income for their families.
What about you, Nathan? What do you hope people sitting on their couches watching the show learn about you guys by the end of season 1?
That we stand up for ourselves. That we're not going to tolerate being bullied by an adult. That one, if the people have concerns with what we're doing, they should tell their husbands to stop subscribing, and then we wouldn't have money.
Right.
That's a good point.
And good drama tease.
Yeah. And also, it's age appropriate. Our kids know, like they don't know
The extent.
They don't know about the monster toys.
Yeah.
But what about when they do find out about the monster toys? Maybe one of their friends will tell them about the monster toys.
Then
You just deal with it.
Are we going to cross that bridge
They've
when we
never
get
found
there?
one. They've never found like the octopus one, and been like, "What? That's toy." And you're like, Santa Claus brought me that.
they're locked up for safekeeping.
Do you guys have any? Let's say there's a couple listening right now, or a newly single radio host who has to afford a mortgage on a house that he just bought, and they're looking to get into this kind of content. Maybe they're curious or a little terrified. Like, what advice, or maybe a misconception, could you clear out?
Do we
for
start
them?
with feet, Rafe?
What do you start with,
Emily?
What
The
do you
blade
do?
toe.
Like, if somebody's thinking about it, is there a market for the blade toe? That's a good question.
There is a market for everything.
I knew it.
Anything and everything.
Hairy hobbit feet.
Yeah, well,
Moon.
Get in there, Moon.
They're beautiful
Everything.
feet, to be honest.
Things
What about-
that you would never thought.
What about me reenacting the movie Willow from the 80s? You think that there's content for that? Like if I dress up as a
Guaranteed.
female
Guaranteed.
I guarantee
Tim?
there's .com.
I guarantee there's a whale out there willing to shell out a lot of money
Willow? All right,
to
I
see
need to
you
meet
in a
that
willow
whale
costume.
and see the cost.
Yep.
I have a price.
Most of my viewers are freaks of the week, so I can tell you there's
Nice.
something for everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, there are
Yes.
tons of freaky people out there. You guys are just putting it on television.
Yeah.
Well, listen, the show is called Double Lives of Suburban Wives. It's on every Sunday on TLC. It's funny, TLC, the Learning Channel.
The Learning Channel.
The Learning
Yes,
Channel.
we are. It's ethnography. I mean, people are going to learn about what this lifestyle is, and like you said, you're not doing it. Like I used to watch Taxi Cab Confessions and Real Sex on HBO in the 90s. I was fascinated with sex culture, Cat House, because it was so different than like what I was living amongst. And so you are learning. You are having ethnography for people who do spicy content and realizing that they're also family people as well.
Yeah, both of you guys. Sum up season 1 of Double Lives in 3 words. That's tough. I know it's a tough question. I know it's tough.
Family,
Uh-huh.
Mean Girls,
Hyphenated.
Yeah, that counts as one.
And
Money.
money.
And
All right.
money.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Emily and Nathan, Double Lives of Suburban Wives every Sunday on TLC. Thank you guys for coming. Thanks for reaching
Thank you
out.
so much.
And we'd love to
having us.
talk to you again, like maybe later on down the road, maybe to recap the season or something.
Yeah.
sure, yeah, we'd love
Absolutely.
to.
We'd love to do that. All right. Thank
Good
you
luck,
guys
you
for
guys.
coming in.
Thank
Emily and Nathan. Billy. Thanks to Nathan and Emily. Nice people, huh?
Very sweet people.
Spicy content. The spicy content people. All right, here was, and we got some of your emails here in just a moment. I want to get to a couple things before that. All right, so this was a question posited on social media yesterday. And this is just for the guys here. And this woman writes, my husband and I just celebrated our 3rd wedding anniversary. He always surprises me with something before I wake up, especially because he gets up for work first. So I woke up to a card and a forever rose. What is a forever rose?
Is that one of they dip it in gold?
So I have no idea. I don't know what a forever
You
rose
can
is.
get a
Look it up.
forever rose at the gas station.
I think you're right.
Not again. That's a crack pipe.
Oh. Well, the forever rose is what comes with the
More
crack.
forever than a good high.
A rose in a glass vial at the gas station is
Yes.
a crack pipe.
Dipped in gold looks like crack pipe. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, okay.
Holy crud, I told you.
Oh, just what I always wanted, a crack
You
pipe.
want to know how much it is?
A forever rose?
Uh-huh. Guess.
How much?
$110.
Okay. So she wakes up, 3rd anniversary, she wakes up to a card and a forever rose. So she writes, before I came home from work, I stopped at the store to get him a card. And he later told me that he doesn't expect or want a card for anniversary, and that guys don't need that stuff. This is for the fellas. Do you want your lady to get you something to acknowledge our anniversary, or are you like my husband and feel it's unnecessary? I start with you, Moon.
I mean, getting anything is a bonus. It's whatever. It's unnecessary.
It's unnecessary.
But again, I realize that I come from like a minimalist. My parents told everybody in my family not to give me anything past 18 because I'm an adult. What do I need a birthday present for? So, I mean, gifts for me, I always appreciate it, but it's not something that I understand as a love language. It's certainly not something that I need or that I'm going to be upset with you if you don't get me something.
I'd rather just go out to dinner.
Yeah.
You don't need to get me anything. I'd rather just go out to dinner.
If there's any effort made for something special like that, it's above and beyond. It's a bonus. This is a bonus day.
But it's unnecessary. You don't need to stop. Listen, don't go out of your way to get me a card.
Totally unnecessary.
Is that an acceptable answer in your house, Lauren? You're definitely getting Tim something.
I'm definitely.
What if
I
he
love
goes,
showering
What if
him
he
with
says, I
things.
don't want anything?
He does say that. He says that pretty often. Like his birthday's coming up. His Virgo ass. He doesn't want anything. His love language, he loves acts of service, right? So anything I would do, go wash his truck, mount him, whatever.
Mount him.
You know, that would probably be what he wants more than anything.
Acts of service, yes.
That's what every guy wants more than anything.
Acts of service.
But I will say this, I get joy, like I've been, and hopefully he's not listening right now, but I've been accumulating, his birthday is coming up on the 7th of September, and I've been accumulating things throughout the last few months that I think he'd like. And so I'm, and I have this big thing that I'm doing for him. He has no idea. And it's kind of an event It's kind of like a moment, and I'm excited. And so
That's cool.
I like to shower him in things that remind me of him, or that he's mentioned. Like, he really wants some slides, right? The sandals.
Oh, darn it, the backyard.
Why don't you just go out and buy some slides?
I did.
No, why doesn't he just go out and buy some slides?
I don't know. He was wanting me to pick them out. I don't know.
It's like, if I want something, I'm just going to get it.
Well, yeah. That's how I feel.
Especially, like,
I like a little
Sandals.
creativity behind the
I didn't
gift.
see Tim as a slides man. I'm gonna be honest.
He's not. He's never had them before.
I think the two words are unnecessary, appreciated.
I like it. I think it's sweet. It's yes, every guy's gonna say it's unnecessary because that is true. It's just like, just be nice to me, you know. I'm just a guy being a guy, you know. But it is a great love language for anybody. Not even a love language, but I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. There's nothing that feels more like being loved than someone listening and remembering something about you. Or saying, even if it's a friendship, like if I see an album at a store that reminds me of a friend, and just like knowing that like someone thought of you and was thoughtful enough to say, hey, I was listening to something that you thought was insignificant, but it was significant to me. And I'm showing you that by being like, here's a little, it doesn't have to be anything big. But I think it's a nice gesture on an anniversary for your husband.
I'm such an
there's nothing to
a-hole.
lose
Honestly,
by doing it.
You're an a-hole?
You know why? Because I don't see stuff like that. I'm
Okay.
so in my own
What's
world.
wrong with you, man?
I know.
You can't be acting like this with a bandit on your
Rafe's
face.
like at a record store and they go, oh, this reminds me of King Scott.
Right. That's good gift giving.
I'm sifting through stuff in my own head.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking about me.
Oh.
Okay. Well, it's
amazing.
okay. It's like, you're fine.
No, you're fine.
I'm not fine.
But that works for your love with Amelia. Like, you guys have whatever it is worked out.
Because she loves what
You
you
know?
love.
Nothing.
Oh,
I just think it's it is, Moon said it well, it's like, it's a bonus, right?
It's- okay.
You're not going to necessarily get, but what do you have to lose by doing something kind for your husband?
yeah. And it's like if you.
And other than if he's like a jerk and is like, this is stupid, and he like takes the Forever Rose and smashes it on the ground, and he's like, you get him a snow globe, and he's like, I hate this, but who's going to do that? I think most guys would be like, oh, this is awesome. Like, you thought of me. It's great.
Can I posit the theory that sometimes it's just bandwidth? Because there's been parts of my life where I feel like I'm much more in tune about that kind of stuff. At one point in my life, if I'm in a record store and I see something, I'm going to think of somebody else. But if I got a lot going on or a ton of people that that are in my life at the moment or something, I mean, I hate to say, like, isn't it sort of obvious that it's somewhat of a bandwidth issue?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So you're not an a-hole necessarily. Just in this phase of your life, like you're not thinking of.
I don't want my wife to feel like she needs to do something just to do it.
But
Sure.
the question is, does it make her happy? Because my wife, she loves to give gifts.
Yeah.
And that's like a big part of her deal.
Okay,
And
great
so
point.
That's what I'm talking about.
At first, I didn't really quite understand it, but now, as we've been married a long time, I realize how she just gets joy out of giving gifts.
Yeah,
So it's a win-win
What a
for
dork.
me.
I don't think you have to
She's
need
beautiful.
it. I don't think you have to. I'm not saying you should like expect it, but it's a nice thing.
It's okay. That's
And I said that to somebody the other day. I was
unnecessary
like,
but appreciated.
But you know what it is, too? Not to interrupt. I think whenever you say, like, I don't need anything, it's almost like you're making it sound like I shouldn't need anything. And that can be misconstrued sometimes. Like, we both shouldn't need anything. Like, Tim and I historically do not do Christmas gifts for each other. Like, the whole time we've been together,
pagan.
we don't do Christmas gifts. And that's the one time where I'm like, let's spend the money on everybody else that we got to buy
Well,
for.
I also don't want you blowing money on a card or like something unnecessary.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a dumb reason though.
What?
It's like, but
It's like
if
a
I
dumb
see
thing
a
every
card,
guy says. Like, yeah, I don't want you blowing
like
cash.
Scott Daniel Rizzuto.
Meanwhile, you'll spend $80 on Grubhub tomorrow.
Your birthday's coming up this weekend. Monday is your birthday.
Yeah,
we're less than a week away, which you better be living it up because you only have so many days left of this 47th year.
Best year of your life.
I was on Etsy the other day. This has been a month ago. And something happened to populate in what I was looking for. And I was not looking for a gift for you. But all of a sudden, this thing showed up. And I go, oh, my God, this is a gift from the gift gods. And I'm still waiting on it to come to my house. But I was like, Scott Rizzuto, you're getting this. Because it screamed your face. So it's like, that's what gift giving is. If you're obligating, like, I don't know what to get somebody. Like, you should go from the heart, like Rafe. It's, you know.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
you
The card
weasel.
thing, though, and I know, Scott, I'm not trying to hurt you here or anything because I know you got a card business,
Yeah.
but like, I mean, I understand.
You know what I'm saying.
100%, I understand what you're saying because a lot of times these people, are going in and they're spending $9, or if you get some
ran
fancy.
into Walgreens because you felt obligated. You need to get something.
And it's fancy, and now you spent $11, and yeah, he may have preferred. What if there was like a Grubhub account that instead of you buying an $11 card, you just threw your $11 into Grubhub, and I'll stack that up and use it later.
That's right.
Because most
Much
people
more stackable.
actually write things in the card, so it's like meaningful. So you can hold on to it later and reread
Yes,
it.
it's a treasure.
No, nobody does that. And when you do that, eventually you clean it out and go, God, why did I keep all these cards? This is wild.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad. I kept all my grandma's cards, and when she died, I'm so glad I have them. I told someone that the other day. I'm like, don't date me unless you want to date an otter who keeps little treasures that you're going to get given back. Like, I keep little things. I'm like a sentimental gene. I'll keep a little. If I love you or I care about you, even whether it's a close friend or a family member, like I probably got a box with stuff you've given me or things that reminded me of you or adventures we went on together that later on you're going to forget about it, and I'm going to give you a little box full of treasures.
He's got a box at his house labeled Scott Rizzuto's empty.
I did.
Get on it.
It's full of, it's just full of meatballs, dude. It's
Mothballs.
All right.
It's full of meatballs
Go
and
find.
complaints.
Go waste money on cards. You guys hear about the Shake Shack controversy?
Which one?
Who hasn't?
Yes.
I saw something about this. What was it?
Ooh, this is a big deal.
This is a clever one.
Oh, this was the pricing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You frequent Shake Shack?
No, I would not say for. I've probably had it. I've had it more in airports than anywhere else. I've only had it once
okay.
here.
It really
It's
has been
fine.
popping up in airports more.
Yeah,
What's up with that?
I don't know, but it is helpful
It
because
used
usually
to be a destination place, and now all of a sudden every airport's got a Shake Shack. That's like their new market.
Yeah, I think I've only had
It's
it
okay.
twice outside.
I thought Raising Cane's for years was only in airports. That's the only place I ever saw one, and then they
Shake Shack is
Canes.
their footprint is slowly expanding.
Yes, yes.
You know, I don't think I'll ever have Canes again. You know why? Because I've been eating Chuck's hot chicken on a weekly basis, and
And your
holy crap.
bean's all
to
blown
Chuck's,
out.
man.
No, dude.
Daddy.
Chuck's is so much better than anybody else.
That's
that
hot
has done-
chicken, though. You can't compare the two.
100% you can compare.
Why?
Because you can get
Canes
the
doesn't
mild.
do a chicken hot anything. It's just straight up chicken fingers.
I'm saying you get a chicken finger or a chicken sandwich. You want one of them two things. You get it from Chuck's Hot Chicken or nowhere.
What if I don't want my bunghole to be?
You just
You get mild.
You just get number two. Number one and number two. Those are both mild.
Then why
no.
go there? Go somewhere else.
Because it's better chicken than anything that you're discussing.
Okay. Let's talk about Shake Shack.
Chicken is
Every
a big
month.
deal.
Chicken is a big deal. Chicken is a big deal.
We're all very triggered
With
about
that-
chicken on this show.
Shake Shack.
I'm not even trying
Which
to-
you remember the Chesterfield location opened up. It was a big deal. I remember going through a couple times and going, you get a lot. You get not a lot of food for a lot of money.
Yeah,
When
it's
it
like
came-
$20 for half a sandwich and a couple of fries.
Well, when it came to like Central West End, the first one that came to St. Louis, it was a huge deal.
Yeah.
I remember it was like you couldn't hardly get in there. The line was like out the door.
Also a big deal because it was a St. Louisan who started it.
All right.
So everybody was
And I appreciate
Yay.
the burgers are good. They're good.
Yeah, it tastes great.
There are a lot of reasons why tipping has become frustrating in recent years. Now, you're asked to tip before being served, at times when you're barely being served at all, and now you could add this to the list, and this is very controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Oh, yeah. So there's a viral TikTok where a couple shows how a Shake Shack appears to charge more for menu items if you decide not to tip.
Mm-hmm.
So in the video, a couple orders on their own from a kiosk. 3 shakes, which range in price from $6 to $6.50. They go to checkout, and it asks how much they want to tip. 15%, 18%, 20%, or no tip. They select no tip. And a pop-up appears that says, uh-oh, there's been a pricing update to one or more of your cart items. They go back to the cart and see that all the shakes are now 50 cents more.
no freaking
It's
way.
amazing.
Oh, yeah. Listen to
It's like an a-hole tax.
My wife says that if you don't tip at Shake Shack, they make it more expensive per item, so we're about to find out.
2 shakes, just like before.
See, $5.99. Okay, see that?
Uh-oh, there's been a pricing update on one or more of your card items. Please review.
Everything's up.
Every item went up by 50
Every
cents.
item went up when they selected no tip.
That's incredible.
No kidding.
So-
So you should tip 10 cents.
So people are fuming. This also begs several questions. Are these updates directly related to the tipping and wouldn't happen if they did tip? What if they would have tipped like $1 or even, 1 cent, like you said?
Probably not even an option.
Was this some kind of weird software glitch? Was it intentional? And if it's legit, how could it be legal?
And how could they think somebody's not going to find this out?
Well, it's the same as like the grocery stores, right?
Yeah, I guess that's what they're
Dynamic
doing now.
pricing?
Dynamic pricing.
Yeah, but not when
No,
you're...
this-
Dynamic pricing will be before you
I understand
put
that.
the item to the scanner.
Yeah, this is different.
This is
updating a price depending on your behavior.
Sure.
and
that is
after you've
absurd.
scanned the item.
Yeah, I don't agree with it at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it reminds me of dynamic pricing.
Yeah. But I just love whenever the company's like, because I saw they said it was a glitch.
Yeah, well,
Magically.
they first commented, they were like, thank you for bringing this to our attention. This is not a Shake Shack policy, and we're currently looking into it with our licensee, HMS Host, that operates this particular Salt Lake City airport location.
And maybe it is something like that. Maybe it's some weird airport thing, or it's the POS.
Hey, don't call them names.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Because otherwise, I think there's a law. Is there not a law where if they did something like this, they would have to advertise it as such, like, hey, $2.69 a gallon if you buy a
Car wash.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but you have to advertise it.
But they do that.
I understand. I'm saying this could be under that.
And they're lowering your prices.
Well, they've come out and they've
That's a good
said it is not Shake Shack policy nor that of our licensees to increase the price of menu items when no tip is added. The pricing issue shared online occurred at an airport Shake Shack that is owned and operated by a licensee. It was determined there was an error within their kiosk technology unrelated to tipping. Sure.
Get the out of here.
And I bet they're quick to refund anybody who got charged a little extra.
That's what I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
Anybody.
That sucks even more because you're paying airport prices already.
so this
Anybody that did this and got the glitch, are they owed money?
Yeah, but this happened at one little place. You're saying one location. There's 5 billion of these, and we're
Is there though?
We're gonna trash the whole company. I'm not okay with that.
These are only this is the only one that's made the video. Maybe this is at other places too. I don't know.
Tangentially related, I was thinking about this last time I traveled, and I wonder if you think about this when you're in the airport. We were talking the other day about the illusion of security, right? When you go through TSA and all of the you can't have this liquids and you got to dump everything out. They basically make it where you cannot bring food and drink into the airport anymore. You used to be able to bring stuff with you. And they charge such astronomical prices for stuff. And I'm like, do you think that was like any part of the motivation to keep TSA as stringent as it's been since like 9/11, now that it's been 20 years, is that there is kind of a lucrative business on the other side of the gate of restaurants and food and drink and
How does taking your shoes off or having 3.4 ounce?
Well, you're not going to be able to like stop at Burger King and bring it through the gate with you.
I think you can.
I don't think you can.
You can bring food.
Dude, my bag.
Really?
I have a bag.
You can bring a full turkey through.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that.
Yeah, you can. It's inconvenient. I don't think it would honestly play a big effect.
I can put cream spinach in the
If that's
that
what
may
you
be
want.
too much of a liquid.
in the X-ray. Okay, I can
That
go.
may be, but you could bring a full turkey. You could bring pie.
They got X-ray it.
In fact, we would like you to do this.
Oh,
I can bring a pork steak into the St. Louis airport and make them put it through the X-ray.
Yes,
I got a
we go
bag.
through this every Thanksgiving.
That is happening the next time I go.
Because remember, people travel with Thanksgiving food, and here's what you can't. You could bring the turkey, but you can't
No
bring
gravy.
the gravy.
How come I never see anyone doing it?
Because it's inconvenient.
Because
nobody
nobody really does it,
That
but you
bird's
can
dry
do it.
as hell.
But once I got married, all of a sudden I had snacks once I got through.
That's what I'm saying. I always
Security,
have a
this is
giant
amazing.
bag.
Once I got married, because Allison's bringing you
Yeah,
snacks
she's
on the
smart.
plane.
She
You're
thought
a
of that ahead of
child.
time. And I'm like, oh, this is great.
That
It
is
saves
cute.
me $500,000. I love it.
Yep.
Interesting point, but you can bring. Yeah, I mean, what's to stop you from bringing a bag of popcorn through?
The fact that it's popcorn. That's pretty much it.
Who doesn't love popcorn?
I don't. I only
Popcorn-
like sweet corns.
You don't bring your own snacks on a plane.
Popcorn is just an opportunistic thing. It's like we had to do something with these kernels.
Oh, get out of here!
You're
It's my
filling your
favorite
belly
snack.
up with air, too.
Yeah.
Can we be honest about it?
That's
You're
my
just eating
favorite
air.
snack.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I just had some yesterday. I was at
I
the
love
theater,
popcorn.
and I loved
Oh,
it too.
theater
But then I
popcorn's
go,
the
what am
best.
I doing? This is, I'm just doing emotion.
Listen, I'm not blaming the whole company for this, for what's going on with the Shake Shack. Okay.
Okay.
Enjoy their delicious burgers, but just be careful.
Thanks.
Hey, it's still a company. Okay.
And what do
And if you're not
companies
paying
do?
attention, sometimes they could screw you.
Yeah.
Get a receipt. Be wary. That's it.
Enjoy your shake.
Enjoy your shake. We got time for a couple emails. Rizz Show at 1057thepoint.com.
Emails are brought to you by 123 Mortgage. Reach out to Kevin to make your mortgage a win. 123mortgage.com. We're going to start with this one. We'll start with Hey, Rizz crew. From Rafe on relationships to birthday talks, you guys have made me do some serious thinking about life lately, and I'd like to get everybody's opinion on shooting your shot with somebody.
Let's go.
I'm coming up on 32. I've been single for several years. Before that, things just kind of lined up on their own with my past relationships where I didn't really have to make much effort to get it going. Well, lucky you.
This guy.
Lucky. Wait, guy or girl?
Well, how do you know it's a guy? I haven't finished yet.
Oh.
I was into those women,
Oh, okay.
but they're pretty much they pretty much did all the work in starting the relationship. I never actually played the dating game as an adult, I guess. I've always played things safe, probably too safe. But now I'm at a point where I think I need to take some risks and attempt new things to try and get what I
you're a
want
little
out of
older
life.
now. The women aren't fawning over you anymore. Huh? You need to put in some work.
In some ways, it's paying off. I just got a raise. But in other areas, like relationships, I'm just at a loss. With the whirlwind of takes out there, from being misunderstood all the way to being labeled a creep, it makes me freeze. Unfortunately, just being myself feels like it doesn't work. If somebody calls me weird, which I am, and I'm proud of, I respond with thanks. I try my best.
Well, don't be weird around chicks.
What does that mean?
No, I say be weird, because you got to find your weird. I found my weird, and it's the greatest thing ever.
There is a definite line that there's
Whatever.
too weird. What?
Be yourself. For whatever reason, that mentality seems to limit my ability to make friends, let alone find a girlfriend. So I end up doing nothing anytime I find a woman attractive. What do you all think of this paradoxical situation? I know I'm not alone with this problem, yet I can't settle on the right answer. If you do happen to read this, depending on your input, I will take a risk that I've never done before, and I'll send a follow-up during the email segment.
Oh, my.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Okay, no, I get be yourself, but don't be strange.
What I'm saying is, if you're
don't
strange...
have meta glasses on the first date. you
Well,
know?
don't be creepy. Yeah, strange and creepy are two different things. If
And that's
you're-
also too weird.
If you're strange, be your strange, brother. I found my weird, and it's the greatest thing ever. I have a match. I always tried to be like, oh, well, we're 80% there. This is as good as it's going to get. Not true. Always ends in disaster. Wait for the 100%. Find your 100%.
This guy's trying to get laid.
No, he's not.
No, he's trying
I
to
hate
be
that
real.
you always go to that. Hey, get laid.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Some people are not. I mean, I know there's some people that are that way, but some people aren't. This sounds like he's actually taking some chances here, trying to find a mate, not just get.
Yeah, exactly.
His
A mate
pole
for
cleaned or
tonight,
whatever.
and then one for Wednesday,
Gosh.
one for Wednesday, and one for Friday. He'd take Thursday off.
It's a rest.
What is this guy trying to do? He's trying to get a girlfriend?
He's asking us for advice on how to take a little risk.
Just take it.
How to shoot your shot?
Yeah, and I say, get out there into your weird. If you're into snakes like that, like Nathan was, like go to snake conventions, find people that are in that kind of stuff. If you're into whatever you're into, just go out and be out, do that, meet people, be brave enough to just
Okay,
spark
so
up
you're at the
conversations.
reptile convention.
Hang
to go.
on.
Hey, you
So
like-
I see you're into snakes. I'm into
Me
snakes
too. Me
too.
too.
Do you have a
You want
follow?
to go?
So I see you like snakes.
It's
I
like Garth
snakes, too.
Algar and his little nerd friend in Wayne's World 2. So cute.
All I'm saying is, the sooner that you are completely yourself and you're not so obsessed about finding somebody, you don't put the emphasis every moment on that, it's going to come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rafe, you're our resident single man on this
that's
show
very
now.
new. Yeah.
So your advice.
Get in there. Yeah.
I've had some people slide into my DMs lately, shooting their shot, and I always respond similarly. I'll be like, "Hey, I'm not there yet. But I tell you what, this is the exact kind of hopeless romantic shot shooting we need more of in the world.
And
Don't
please send a
change-
full body pic.
Keep doing what you're doing.
No. No.
Please go to this website, upload your financial information." No, I just tell people like it's gonna take 9 no's to get a yes, brother. Like you're gonna have to get in the game, and
So I'm saying, man,
you gotta
get out there.
If you like someone, shoot your shot. But the key is if you shoot and you miss, be done.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Like, how do you handle
just
that?
move
You
on.
gotta
Just
work
be
and
okay
follow.
with the fact
Okay.
that like, oh, I shot my
Start-
shot. That wasn't my person.
Guys.
Like
And
Moon
also
said.
you shouldn't just shut down after that. I talk to some guy friends of mine on the
No.
phone pretty regularly who are like, they have not had a date in a
They're
while
playing
and they're
a game,
bummed
too.
out. And it's like, listen, I get that you're upset or depressed and this sucks getting shot down, but you can't give up.
You broads are playing games too.
Don't try so hard.
Us broads?
Yeah, you
That's what I mean.
Everybody,
Keep my name out of your mouth.
everybody, dude. And also,
We're playing
32.
games. You're out here trying to bang everything and we're playing games. That actually is a great
Can I give advice? Give it.
Yeah.
Hit on everything.
What?
Hey, that's your old roommate. That's
Yes.
your old roommate's advice.
Cast the wide net.
Hit on everything.
Nah, have some integrity.
Yeah, I agree. Have some integrity. You're
Guys, you get a
32,
bad
so you're
rep.
not quite where you're not in the same pool that I find myself in, but
What's your?
you are going to get into that. Like,
Can I just say, Elizabeth gives some good advice here. Just remain present, keep eye contact, start conversations, stay optimistic.
Flick your tongue.
People will be drawn in your energy.
So you like snakes? And
Yeah, you
flick
got to
your tongue at 'em?
manifest, man.
Yeah, you're 32. You're getting into probably, the older you get, the dating pool that you enter, people have seen it all. And people got baggage, man. People have like their walls up, and there's going to be time. You just got to figure out like what you got to put all your stuff on the table and be like, here's what I'm bringing. And you got to decide if you're going to here's what I'm hauling around with me. And you got to decide if you're going to help carry that load.
32 is the spot, though, brother.
32 is a good
You're
spot.
about to be in your prime. You're still in the deep end of the pool.
That's what I'm saying. You're still in the very
Everything's
deep
great.
end.
And what I'm saying is, don't work so hard. Just be yourself and don't work too hard, because
but-
then you'll get upset anytime there's a letdown, and you shouldn't. Like just be happy.
He's in the deep end. Within 3 years, his toes are going to start touching, like walking up that ramp to the shallow end.
Oh, no.
So
If he does it right now, though, it'll all come
Get in
when it's
there.
supposed to.
Get in there. All right, let us know what happens. Good luck. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with sports. All right, what do you got?
Well, after pulling off a dramatic victory over Colorado on Sunday, our St. Louis Cardinals dropped a tight 6-5 decision to the Phillies last night at Busch Stadium. Cards offense had a tough time finding its footing early against Philly right-hander Andrew Painter. What a cool name, Andrew Painter. He carried a no-hitter into the sixth inning. Jordan Walker extended his hitting streak, though, to 10 consecutive games, marking his fourth separate double-digit hitting streak of the season, so that's good. Phillies reliever then shut the door in the ninth to earn the save. Let's see. We have the Redbirds looking to even the series tonight at Busch Stadium in this weather. First pitch is 6:45 p.m. our time.
We're going to be at the game tomorrow. It's going to be hot. It's a day game. Day baseball tomorrow,
Day
fellas.
ball. A little day ball.
Day ball. Wear shorts.
I was just talking to Tommy in the hallway, Tommy the boss,
Yeah.
about the suite, because we heard Hubbard had a suite
For
which
tomorrow's
would be
game.
AC, which we did not know, nor were we invited.
Are we going to be in the suite?
He says they don't know if there's enough seats left. He's checking.
Get
so
outta
we might
here.
Kidding me.
be
Oh,
prepared to
come
bring
on.
some
For you.
shorts. We might be sitting out in the. I got to look at the tickets that.
With the peasants?
With the
Well,
unwashed.
they're good seats. I think they're like right behind first baseline, but they're going to be out in the swelter and.
Get your gams out. We'll get them to you
Get my
tomorrow.
gams out, yes.
Tarps off.
I'm getting this video ready for you guys because I want you to see this video when I hit this story. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the highlight in the soccer world was coming from the Brazilian league. A Brazilian soccer player managed to score a goal, and he celebrated. He ran over towards the corner, and he was jumping. They got those ad walls up there sometimes,
Yeah.
and he just jumps over the wall and whoop!
Oh, my God.
He fell
God.
into a
Goodbye.
pit.
Oh.
There's a hole there. He fell into a giant hole. Now here's the story. So it was a match between Curitiba and something I can't pronounce. And 29-year-old defender JC Maranhão thought he'd scored just before halftime. He tucked the ball underneath his shirt to celebrate becoming a dad. Ran towards the fans, jumped over the advertising board, and then completely vanished. There was an open tunnel leading to the locker rooms on the other side. We're talking like a stairwell
Dude.
that went
Yeah,
straight
like a
down.
New York subway stairwell.
This cat disappeared.
Poor dude.
Oh, no.
Man, he
That sucks.
immediately widowed his pregnant bride.
He didn't fall. He plummeted.
Yeah,
That's
he plummeted.
at a different. That's at a height of plummeting.
Will you replay that? Because he went right. You couldn't have done this.
You
He's
could-
right in the middle. Watch
He just
how.
went, "Ah, soup." I mean, the entire body.
It almost looks AI.
It does.
looks,
I
but
know.
it's not.
Because that's a giant stairwell. He didn't almost hit the ledge. He went right in the middle of it. Like there was no coming back from that.
Uh-oh.
Unbelievably, by the way, this happened before. They've had this issue before. A player scored a goal, jumped over the boards, and disappeared.
Why is that open?
2014. I don't know.
Why is that? Why
Because
close the door?
because
Close the door.
it was just before halftime. That's where the players go down underneath.
But it wasn't halftime yet.
Even better, guys. The guy scored that, then twisted his ankle. I think he did get an injured ankle out of it. Jumped in the hole, and then VAR reviewed the play and took the goal away. Didn't count.
Didn't even score.
That sucks.
Didn't even score.
sorry.
Is he alive?
I'm laughing with you, not at you. That's one way to get back to the dressing room, I guess. Moving over to basketball, the entire sports world is mourning the loss of an absolute titan and pioneer of modern basketball. We're talking about legendary player, coach, and executive Don Nelson. Now, he passed away on Sunday morning at the age of 86. Nellie Nelson was a true basketball revolutionary. As a player, he won 5 NBA championships with the Celtics under Red Auerbach. But it was his coaching career that forever altered how the game was played across the globe. He invented the point forward position and pioneered hyper-fast, up-tempo offenses that abandoned traditional center-heavy lineups in favor of speed, three-point shooting, and positionless basketball. He had 1,331 career coaching wins. That is insane, and the second most in the NBA history. Am I out of time?
Well, yes.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
I'm your sports, and that's your moon because I'm out of time.
All right, thank
Love
you.
you.
One final break. We'll come back and wrap her up. Appreciate y'all tuning in. If you missed anything on the program, make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by
By pot?
No, podcast is brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. I got it. It's fine. Clip of the day, it's also brought to you by Dobbs or whoever. It's fine. Hey, don't forget, Saturday, my birthday party. Are you going to come celebrate 48 years on this earth with me? I would like you to come. Pre-party at Pinup Bowl, and then we're going to head over to Del Mar Hall, and we're going to watch Bags Against the Machine.
Yeah, I think we're going to do a little raffle. You can enter the raffle, and if you get picked out, you get to bowl a frame there with Rizz at 5 o'clock. And if you win, well, you might just win a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to give away some bowls. We're retiring, some balls. We're retiring some of the actual balls that
I'm
have
going to be
been
honest
up
with
for a long time.
If I win a ball, I'm going to be like, what am I going to do with this?
You ain't going to win.
No, I know I'm not going to win.
I seen you bowl.
But like, what am I going to do with this? It's more of an inconvenience. Is you just getting rid of balls?
Well, no, dude, these things are freaking awesome. They're a part of the history, dude. The loop
Oh, okay.
histories.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I mean, these things have been there for years.
Will you sign the ball?
Yeah, everybody's signing the ball.
Okay.
There's
sign balls.
There's a couple that we're kind of holding on to that have been there forever, and they look like they're 100 years old.
So smelly.
So I win a ball. I go, what the hell am I going to do?
Yeah,
I gotta
take it
carry
to the
this around all
pageant.
night?
No,
Take it to Del Mar Hall.
it's a freaking piece of history, bro, and you can put it into a little Rizzuto Show shrine there. Also, I was just talking to Devin
Like a severed head.
and the promotions. We're gonna have a whole bunch of extra prizes. We might even bring the Great Wheel. I found a collection of all the jerseys that I had played with from our home run derbies and our softball games with the Rascals and the Cardinals and the Hoots. And I'm gonna raffle those off as well. So that'll be fun. We'll have a whole bunch of extra cool Rizz Show prizes.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. No, I'm just imagining. Like my wife would say the same thing. Like, I want all this stuff out of the house.
Get it out of here.
Well, I think
it's
that's
great.
cool.
It's great.
You're very
It's fun.
sweet.
No,
It's your
very
birthday,
sweet.
so you can be a turd, I guess.
Get out of here. I'm going to take one of those bowling balls, win it, and throw it
Through a window.
through a window.
Sure you will. Dude.
Have you ever seen somebody throw a bowling ball through a window?
Of course, I grew up in Southern Illinois.
Okay. Who am I asking?
That's
Saturday
a Southern
night.
Illinois bar mitzvah.
Yeah, that's how they baptize the children down there. It's great.
All right, get your tickets. Come hang out at the pre-party at Pinup Bowl, and it's Saturday night, and it's going to be magical.
And speaking of the birthday bash, also promo, we'll be sending out emails today, so check your emails for tickets and all the information.
Yeah, if you've won tickets on the games for the last couple of weeks, that's all coming today.
All right. What is the podcast titled?
Get in there with Reptiles.
Okay. Anybody got anything else?
No?
Can we just end this?
I love you and
Let's
miss
leave.
you.
All
Bye.
right. We leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz Member of the Day.
No,
I said Tim Rizz Member of the Day.
You got my husband on your mind. Get
Guys,
him out of
Team
there.
Rizz Member
Guy's
of
got
the
a
Day.
cool name. He's got a cool
He
name.
does. He's
Yeah, Andrew
totally
Bone. Andrew Bone's our Tim.
Andrew Bone.
Andrew Bone is our Tim Rizz Member of the Day, and it's brought to you by Hot Shots. He's from Fredericktown, and he wants to hear this. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.
Energy up.
Andy Bone.
Rizzuto Show.